Hey y'all, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all today? How are y'all doing today? Good. With a little dust-free, stay dust-free sign to remind y'all. All right, so today, what we're going to be talking about is for everyone, whether you're married, not married, thinking about getting married, giving other people advice who are married or who thinking about getting married, whoever. This is for everyone. You got to have a goal if you're going to get married. Because some of y'all are going into y'all's marriages with zero goals, but to be somebody's pick-me-sha and maid. Nope. You got to have a financial goal when you get into marriage. Marriage is not what you think it is, unless you know what it is for real, which is a contract. Okay. So you need to be thinking about marriage like business. Okay. Because when you enter into any contract, hold on. You sign your name to somebody's name, y'all are financially locked in. So make sure you ain't marrying no dust. Okay. That's number one, because sometimes people don't tell y'all about this and y'all end up marrying dust and paying for dust for the rest of your life. So marriage is a financial contract. And if you wouldn't enter into business or trust whoever you're with financially, you shouldn't be signing no paperwork with them, babe. Okay? Which is a contract in marriage. You should not be marrying someone who is financially dumb, stupid, and irresponsible and who you wouldn't trust. Just because you love somebody don't mean you get real stupid and start making dumb financial mistakes, okay? You saw a guy who didn't pay the unblock fee in the hallway. I let him know how serious this was. I said, where's my free dinner? Okay, Misha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, you're not supposed to be talking to them at all. That's the whole point. Otherwise, they don't have to pay the unblock fee because they're not blocked if you're still talking to them. Do you understand? You're supposed to ignore them as if they don't exist. That's the only way this works. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, I blocked him, but I talked to him in real life. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Stop it. If he's coming up to you, just act like you don't know who he is and start ignoring him. He'll pay that fee. Just excuse me. Move out the way. Act like you don't even know who they are. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Myra. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if y'all are gonna block them just to talk to them in real life, what's the point? No point at all. You got to block them and keep them blocked in real life as well. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, have a goal in marriage. Financial goal. Okay, before you say I do, ask yourself, what do I want out of this marriage financially? All right. Do you want to be able to save money? Do you want to be able to relax, go to the spa every day? What do you want to be able to do when you say I do? After you say I do and get home, what you trying to do? What's your goals? Is it to be a stay-at-home mother with, your children, the future children that you're going to have, and maybe have a little hobby or a little side business or whatever? What's your goal? You need to have that clear in your mind before you walk down the aisle. Because if you don't have a goal and you're not working towards something in your marriage, you're going to start turning into a pygmy-sha, and you're going to slowly start losing yourself in that marriage, and you're going to start looking at life as just, some man's maid. Okay? So you can't do that. That's why a lot of women don't want to get married, because they think, oh, I'm just going to turn into his maid and he's not going to appreciate me. Not if you go there with some goals. Okay, and a little checklist. Because marriage should be beneficial for women. So if you got goals, he's a provider. You should be definitely able to thrive financially, definitely in that marriage. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you finna pay no bills. That don't mean you finna give him none of your money. It just means that you're going to come up financially after you say I do. Do you understand? If you can't do that, you shouldn't even be getting married. If you can't come up financially after you say I do, you shouldn't be saying I do. Do you understand? If you are saying I do, to downgrade your finance, you're stupid. Okay? So, you should not be walking down the aisle with no one unless they can upgrade you. Do you understand? If you walking down the aisle with somebody that cannot upgrade you, what's wrong with you? All right? No. Oh, you said on vacation last week your husband bought you a 3-carat solitaire diamond ring. Okay, you left your regular set at the hotel on, put on pressed pheromones, and casually looked at rings beside the restaurant. I know that's right, Miriam. Get your rings, and them pheromones be working. I promise you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for sharing. Okay, this man, 3 decades older than me and still legally married, said I only care about money, and he wants someone to like him for him. Tell him to go talk to his wife. Don't his wife like him for him? You told him you only want me because I'm young and attractive, and he was silent. Good for you, man. I'm glad you talked to him and told him right back the same reason he was there, you was there to benefit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do his wife not like him for him? Then maybe nobody likes him for him, and he just needs to keep giving you that money. Maybe nobody likes him for him. Okay? You ever thought about that? Some of these dudes be like, I just want you to like me for me. Sir, don't nobody like you for you. You better be glad you have some money. All right? These men walking around here thinking people like them for them. You already know they don't. So just keep giving them the money. All right. They sure don't. Don't nobody like them for them. What are they contributing? Why would we like them for real? What are they doing so spectacular? A mediocre man is an underperforming woman, naturally. A mediocre woman is an overperforming man, literally. How can you impress us? Give us the money. All right. When a man brags on something he does, a woman does that every day in her sleep with one hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. You can't impress women unless you got some money. Okay? We're natural multitaskers. We can do more than y'all. We look better doing it. So just then give us the money. We don't like you for you. There's nothing you could do. Okay? Like, honestly, if you could tell me any reason to like a man for him and not look for his money, please tell me. Because I don't know. Tips for guys, 30 years age gap. How to keep him interested without sex. He has lots of money and connections. So, girl, first of all, if that's all he wants you for, he's only going to think about that. So you got to be a complete whole person that he can see as a permanent fixture in his life. You know what I'm saying? You got to be elegant, classy, mature enough to, not make him feel like, you're just a toy. And so he'll want to keep you around and invest in you longer. Start talking about future fake up, girl. Start talking about the future, the things that you want to do, and talk about classy things. Talk about things that men do with the wives instead of mattress rollers. Okay. So start talking about big grand things, charity events and doing this and blah, 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 blah. Make sure you're putting yourself in the position that he can imagine you in instead of the one on the mattress. Okay. So you can go ahead and future fake that man, sprinkle, sprinkle, or it could turn into the real future. You never know. So, all right. So yeah, have a goal in marriage. When you get married, you should have something to do every day, several things to do every day, just for you. Okay. You need to have goals, tasks, self-time. You can't be all up under no man. Okay. Because that's when you start to turn into the pygmisha and they stop being interested in you. They don't even have time to miss you in the marriage. They don't have time to wonder what you're up to. They don't even have to come look for you if you're always up under them. Okay. So definitely never lose yourself in a marriage and have goals financially, which is whatever you choose it to be. Okay. I can give y'all some examples of what women have done that I know. But hold on one second. Let me answer this question. Brought up the idea of moving in together with 62-year-old boyfriend of 2 years. He said Is there even enough space for both of us? Now that I know, how can I phrase it for him to buy me my own place? I'm distancing myself. It's like, you're right, honey. I prefer just visiting each other, but I need a better apartment. So can you help me? Just tell him. Tell him you agree. You don't want to move in as long as he upgrades your apartment. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you found evidence on his phone that boyfriend's cheating on you with multiple women. What should I do? Girl, fill up the roster too, girl. He beat you to it. You're supposed to beat him to it. You already know all men cheat. Just start your little roster. Don't tell him nothing. If he's not benefiting you financially, you can go ahead and leave. He ain't paying no bills. He ain't paying for girl. I don't even know why you claiming him. Go ahead and start you a roster. He's a cheater. All men cheat. Just get his money if you're getting money. If not, next. Okay. If he's giving you money and he's definitely wanting to keep you in that relationship, make him buy you something expensive. Make him do stuff and buy you something expensive that he wouldn't normally be able to do, or that he normally won't do, so that you can get, whatever you want before you choose to stay or leave. Okay. But get something out of it if you can. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some money. He ghosted you after you got him a birthday gift. What should I do? You should have never got him no birthday gift unless it was a Dollar Tree gift basket or a card. Told y'all stop being a pig meat over here. Okay. I got to roll my eyes on that one, baby. You got. First of all, you shouldn't be trying to impress men with gifts. Has he even gotten you a gift yet? Has he even gotten you a gift? Even if he's never gotten you a gift and his birthday comes up, did you look at his driver's license? Are you sure it was his birthday? Even if you never got a gift from him, when his birthday comes up, if you've never gotten a gift from him, you give him a card. Do you understand? Cards only if he's never gifted you. If you go out and buy a grown able-bodied man, a birthday gift, and it's extravagant, and he hasn't spent a dime on you or too much on you, what do you think he's going to do? See you as desperate. Cards. Should I tell him, he cheated, and say if he wants to keep me, tell me he needs to spend more? No, you need a gift. No, you tell him, I know you cheated. Then he's going to be, oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't leave me. Take me back. Blah, 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 blah. Then you make a deal. Fine. I'll take you back. You got to go to the vet, get all your shots. Let me see that you're clean. And then I want this. Then you name what you want. Not spend more, because that's the future. You need to get something now. You need to say, look, this is what I want now. Let's go get it now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Or you can buy it online now. Or we can get to the dealership now. Do you understand? Don't give them time. Get it now. As soon as you bust them, you should be getting it. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got to act fast, baby. It's urgent. And you ain't sleeping with him either until his paperwork come back clean. And you using protection still after that. Because that's, when men don't have consequences and they think you stupid enough to let him get away with it for free over and over and over, they're going to keep doing it. Thank you, Nicole. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. A lot of my exes are ghosting me or contacting me this month, and I don't know why. What should I do? Is it tax return season? Is it about to be summer again? Is it vacation time? Are they out of school? The time of year right now is when people break up with their current people so they can be free for the summer. You didn't know that? Cuffing season is over. It's freak season now. Okay. When the weather start getting hotter and the clothes start coming off, men start breaking up with women. And they either circle the block for their ex or they find a whole nother one and they start a little roster. So that's why, baby. Because it's that season. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They done with the winter woman. It's time for for their, what do they call it? The debauchery. They had some pygmy holding them up for the winter. Now they're free. They done saved up enough money. That's how it's always been, though. If you pay attention to the weather and to the seasons, there's lots of breakups at the end of winter and the beginning of spring because the clothes start coming off. Okay. Usually a winter woman is someone that they can have for the holidays, someone to cook and clean for them, somebody to lay on the couch and watch TV with them, and blah, 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 blah. And the summer woman is the one they want to take on vacation, be outside with. Thank you for waking up an entire generation of women. Uh-oh, thank you, Dose of Cameron. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Which state? Texas, baby. The great state of Texas. Mr. Super Chat. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Is it too late to marry at 46? No, girl, you should just, if honestly, at 46, you're not even going to want to be married to nobody. You already set in your ways, ma'am. The only thing you're going to get when you get married is a job that doesn't pay unless you marry a rich man. Okay. When you get married, you're going to be expected to do things that you ain't doing for nobody unless you got a bunch of kids. Okay. When you get married, a man is going to expect you to do something. He's going to expect you to cook dinner. He's going to expect you to do his nasty laundry. He's going to expect you to do all the stuff that you already do for yourself, but add something to it. And he's going to do the bare minimum and probably not even appreciate it. So do you really want to sign up for that? It's better just to keep dating than to, and also you're going to be financially tied to that person. You're going to be financially tied to him too. So what would benefit you? What type of man would you marry in order to benefit your life at 46? He's going to have to be super old, which means he has to have some type of money and savings, a will, insurance, and all that, because you're 46. There's no need for you to even get married unless it's only for financial reasons. Okay? There's nothing y'all can do together that you can't do on a date or as a girlfriend and boyfriend. You see? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And most of the time, if you've never been married, you're set in your ways. You ain't going to change. You're not going to want to live with a grown, able-bodied, person in your house when you used to be living alone. What if pre-marriage counselor gives 50-50 advice? Leave. Get up and just get your purse and just start walking. Just like, oh, I think I'm in the wrong place. She's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Go on. Just get up and start walking. Get your purse. They'll understand. Pre-marriage counselor, girl. Heck no. You better go find you a sprinkle pre-marriage counselor. Old guy that has money gave me money before. Keep saying he wants to have plans but doesn't make them. Just keep getting the money. If you're not giving no more money, send him a re-entry fee or unblock fee. Okay, copy paste, send your PayPal, your Cash App, or whatever, your Venmo. If he doesn't pay it, you're not going to talk to him anymore. Okay, he's wasting your time, and you're sitting over there looking. He's breadcrumbing you. He gave you a little bit of money before. He hasn't given you nothing after. He won't pay no plans. He's stalling. Either tell him you're busy, and you'll talk to him like it's a date. That's it. Or send him the re-entry or the unblock fee if he wants to talk to you. Okay, because he's wasting your time and energy. Okay, Don't let people waste your time and energy. If they're not paying, they're not staying. If they're not taking you out, if they're not making moves, they don't need to be in your life. You don't need that stagnant energy, bam. Okay. So a lot of y'all go into pre-marriage counseling, therapy, relationship counseling, and all them people are trained to tell y'all either something neutral or for whoever's paying, they're going to be on their side. You know what I'm saying? And if they're pick-me-sha themselves, they're going to give you some pick-me-sha advice. You understand? Remember, counselors are people and their own way of thinking. So if you got a pick-me-sha counselor, you're going to get some pick-me-sha advice, darling. Okay? I was watching something. I can't remember what it was, but this woman got on some other woman's podcast who was clearly Sprinkle. And the woman was not Sprinkle, who was, a guest. And the lady was like, so what do you think about da-da-da? She said, you shouldn't be asking men for money. And everybody paused. Like, huh? But they're going to ask you to roll around on the mattress. You should be asking men for money every time you see them. Okay? Because they're going to sure be asking you for stuff. Men shouldn't be asking y'all to roll around on the mattress before marriage, but they still do. So guess what? We're going to get our money, period. And they might not even get no mattress rolls, but we will get some money. Gift, treats, and spending money on me are no longer a chore for him. You get everything I want. How can I make him make an effort now? That is an effort, man. Sprinkle. That's an effort. You just got used to it. So you need something special. So every once in a while, maybe suggest, like maybe once a month we can do something and then name something extra special. Say maybe once a month we can go do this. Okay, because if every day is special, nothing is special. If you got everything every day, it's not special. So start planning something or tell him to plan something once a month that's super special. And he'll enjoy it too. 23, you lost 20 pounds, cleared your skin. What age of man for 200K plus? And should I move to Dallas or Houston for marriage? We have similar features and skin tone. Huh? Okay. You lost 20 pounds. You cleared your skin. What age of man for? Okay. You make 200K plus? You make that much money? Okay. Don't tell nobody. It depends on what you like. If you like humidity, move to Houston. If you like wigs, Houston. Houston is very humid. Dallas is less humid, so it's better on your hair probably. I think Houston is more diverse, has a little bit more flavor. I think Dallas is more conservative. So wherever you choose to live, they both got money. Okay, it just all depends. I think it's less just all depends where you want to live, baby. I think you get more weather in Dallas, like more winter in Houston than Houston. So if you like winter weather, it gets a little colder in Dallas. There's less flooding in Dallas. There's less humidity in Dallas, but it's more diverse and more interesting in Houston, I'll say. That's all. Mm-hmm. What goals should be achieved in marriage? Financial goals for yourself. If you're not a person that ever wanted to be an entrepreneur or start a business, then invest money. So your money is growing. Like whatever money you get in front of that man, invest it, put it in your own bank account, grow it, do what you need to do. If you like starting a business, if you have a little hobby that you can do, definitely start a business or a hobby and stack your money and don't spend it and spend his, okay? Have a hobby. Your goals might not be financial. It might be just to grow mentally, education-wise, whatever. but you need to have goals, and you need to have hobbies and goals in your marriage that's making you a better individual. You understand? You're not supposed to hang up on some man to become a pick-me-sha and a maid. Okay. Thank you for being a new member. So whatever it is, but make sure you're also making sure you got a secret stash, some money, just in case you don't want to be there no more. You understand? Um, have fun, take care of yourself, make yourself a priority. The goals in marriage are to, you shouldn't stop living just because you got married. You should get you a little membership somewhere. I don't care where it's at. It could be an exclusive gym. It could be like a little pickleball club. It could be a country club. You need to have a membership somewhere so that when you get bored of staying in that house all day, or, like hopefully you're not one of those women that be contributing 50-50. But you need to be able to go and do something on your own and have fun without being stuck under him all day, or at the house all day. You need to have some activities, and you need to be able to do something. You need to also be able to have girls' night without feeling guilty. Do you understand? You need to be able to go do what you need to do and have fun. All right. It starts from the beginning of the marriage. What is going to be expected and what is going to be put up with. So if you go into that marriage and you say, I'm going to have girls' night every week, I'm not going to work. And so you need to say this before you even get married. I'm going to have girls' night every week. And that could be margaritas at such and such's house in their backyard by the pool. We don't care. You're just going to be at the house, okay, with your girls. Number 2, you need to have goals as far as, fitness, dietary, whatever. That means you ain't gonna sit around and get fat and just cook his nasty food. Okay. Sprinkle. So that means you're gonna have a gym membership or some type of workout regimen or Pilates class or yoga, whatever, aerobics, whatever job you're doing. So this needs to be understood because you're putting yourself as a priority and you're telling him, I am not your maid and I am not your pygmy. So this is what I will be doing. You got to set the standards early before you even get to the marriage. So you need to have this in place, not just you're some dumb, desperate pygmy-sha that's just trying to get a ring and marry the brokest man that will have you. You need to have goals and priorities. So first of all, they can know they can even afford the lifestyle that you're looking for. Okay. You see at 23, what age provider? Girl, enough to pay all your bills and more. So 23, what do you want in your marriage? Do you want someone to be a father, or do you just want money? Okay. I would say you're 23. By the time you start dating someone, seriously getting to know them, you'll probably be 25, 26, or 27 before you even get married. So at 27, you should be married at least somebody about 50. All right. 45 to 50, baby. That's the age you're going to need. And hopefully high up in their career. So go hang out on the rich side of town and hopefully they make more money than you. Okay. Sprinkle. I don't pay consultations no more because y'all ask me the exact same questions that y'all asked me in here, and I'm going to answer the exact same way. So why would it matter? Okay. The closest you're going to be able to get is joining my Patreon, Shira 7 journaling group on Patreon, tier 2 and up, so you can message me. Okay, family members is pick me. Don't want her to marry, but she wants to. She said the properties and money for my sister and I, but she's married. He can claim money. Okay, well, have them take her name off and list you as the beneficiary. They can literally do that with a phone call. Call the lawyer and say, or call your mom and say, Mom, if you don't get that paperwork changed today and she get married and that fool don't sign no prenup, he gonna take half of the stuff. And then your mom is gonna get on that phone and call that lawyer up. Girl, take her name off, put her as the, okay? Put my other daughter over here as beneficiary, take her off. If you got one of them irrevocable trusts, or if your mama got that lawyer on dial, she can do it, okay? Because if she don't, goodbye property. How do you get out of this engagement? I just wanted benefits. Start asking for more than he could do. Sprinkle. Start asking for more than he can do. That's how. get super greedy. Then he'll tell you, no, I can't do this, I can't afford it. Then he'll let it go. You said you're currently listed as a beneficiary where she'll change it. Well, then tell her that she can't change it unless the other sister is going to get prenup. And no, she ain't. So might as well leave it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. hmm Why do some men think gifts and dinner is enough? To me, that's the bare minimum. I think I'm not getting money. It's a waste of time. That's because they think you like them for them. You see, the sad truth about men is that they think they have a good personality and that you like them for them. And so they think gifts is a nice gesture and dinner is a nice gesture and a way to spend time and get to know each other. They're dating because they think you like them for them. Okay. They don't realize that women buy their own dinner and buy themselves gifts every single day. Okay. Women be shopping, like Chris Rock said. Women be shopping every day. Every day we buy ourselves some crap. Look at all this stuff on my every day we're buying stuff. We gift ourselves every day. Every day we eat. That is the bare minimum. It is. Unless he's buying us a house, some property, upgrading our vehicle, buying us an expensive handbag. We buy ourselves stuff every day. Every day. Every day we got packages arriving to the door. Okay? Every day. It is literally the bare minimum. That's why when they don't show up with nothing and they start complaining about the bare minimum, we be looking at them like they crazy. Like, what the heck is wrong with you, sir? Do you know when I get home every day, I got 10 gifts waiting on me from myself? And what you got? What you got me to show up and chew food across the table from you? Nothing. I could have been at home opening gifts. You know what I'm saying? So when these men do the bare minimum and they think they done did something, that's what I told y'all earlier. A man who thinks he did the most is literally what the bare minimum is to a woman. So that's why they have to go all out and do the most. Otherwise, they just look stupid and they're complaining about nothing. When they say, oh, well, I bought you a gift and I took you to eat. So, and what? I do that to myself every day. Okay? But you didn't do nothing I couldn't do for myself on a daily basis. How do you strategy in the UK? Huh? How do you use your strategy in the UK? At 29, go to the rich side of town, date older men. Make them pay. That's literally it. Make sure they're way out of your league and get the money. You got to look 10 times better than them and they got to be older. That's literally it. Okay. You're 26, he's 62, been together 2 years, don't want to live together. He just paid off your car, but only sends 1K a month. Okay, it's time for a roster, baby. He too old. He can't keep up. He's too old. You need a roster. You don't need an ultimatum. You just need to keep collecting this little 1K while you talking to a whole nother person and having a whole nother relationship or do whatever. He's your backup now, girl. He's in the back. He's the back burner man. He sends 1K a month. That's one stream of income. You don't need him. You don't want him. You get another one. Okay. He don't want to move in together. He is on the roster. He's just a roster dude. Okay. Okay. Stop taking him seriously and start dating other people. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he wants to take it to the next level, if he wants to live together eventually, blah, 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 whatever. That is getting up in age. He might not be around too much longer. Just get his money while he got it. Okay. He might be on a fixed income. You don't know. He might be saving for retirement. Get his money. Okay. He's using his senior discount. Just get his money. Don't try to push. Don't try to move in. Don't try to do nothing. Obviously, he don't have enough money or enough anything to fund you permanently. Just get his little 1K, add him to the roster, and continue to date and hopefully date up. Okay. 27 and 50 is a huge age gap unless he's filthy rich. It's not really if you're mature. And honestly, 50 is not old when it comes to a man. Okay. They're 10 years mentally behind anyway. So it's like they're 40 in their mind. and you're 27. What do you want? Marriage, kids, suburbs, SUV? Do you think a 20-something-year-old man is going to want the same thing? Or even a 35-year-old man? You think he's going to want to give up his single life of being a bachelor to go sit in the suburbs and raise kids with you? 50 is a mature age where men actually have some type of, brain function. And that's when they start to sit down. Okay, after they've gone through their midlife crisis, now they realize, okay, it's time to settle down. That arthritis start kicking in. They got the little salt and pepper going on. They're more mature. But if you want to marry or be with someone your own age, remember, you're going to be the one that's going to start looking old before they do as a woman. Okay, y'all got to understand it. Sprinkle. I don't do same age because it doesn't add up later. Just think about yourself 20 years in the future. If you're with a same age man, it doesn't add up later. Okay. You start looking like their mama. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Look at a couple today. Then imagine them 20 years from now. That you're going to look like their mama in 20 years from now. If you're the same age, you're going to look, walk, and talk and act like their mother in 20 years from now. And they're going to start treating you like their mama. I see it every day. Go look at older same age couples. Go look at them. Go to Denny's in the morning. Go to IHOP in the morning. Go look at that. Now figure it out. Then go look at some age gaps. You're going to see that the same age of man is with the same age woman. He's just waiting to drop her back off home so he can go out and find a younger one. He's going to take her to breakfast, drive her back home, drop her off, say, have fun with the grandkids. I got to go golfing. And he's going straight to the strip club, straight to the bar, straight to pick up something younger. Why? Because now your mother, your grandmother, especially when you become a grandmother, girl. When you become a oh no, they're off to the races. You understand? That's why I would never do a same age relationship or marriage. Because as soon as you turn granny and put that moo-moo on and cut that hair and start looking like their mama, it's over. They off to the strip club. Being somebody's sugar daddy. 63-year-old for 2 years, but communicates rudely, patronizing. And when I said he's harassing me in messages, girl, y'all talking too much. Just get his money. Stop drinking so much. He's old. He's cranky. His testosterone is probably low. He's probably going through mood swings. Girl, just collect his money, darling. Don't care what he's talking about. You're not taking him seriously anyway, are you? Just get his money. Where's your other one on the roster? Stop putting too much energy into this. Stop taking it personally. You don't care. Need to do. He just get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Flavia. I'll look if I can see it, ma'am. Y'all taking people's stuff too seriously. It's not that serious. If he's not doing what you need him to do and he don't like you times 10, get his money and ignore the rest, okay? That's literally going to save you a lot of time and energy. Okay. Girl, he probably in pain. Probably all his medications adding up and giving him side effects. Just get his money. Okay. You said, why are you letting the old man bully? Girl, if he on a bunch of medications and his testosterone is low, just chalk it up to that and get his money. Who cares? We're not taking him seriously anyway. Okay. All right, let's go. Get him some ashwagandha wanda. Exactly. Come in.
Hey, I'm taking a test, and they said I can't have anyone else come into the room, so it's going to be for like the next hour and a half.
Okay.
That's fine. I just want to let you know because they told me.
Okay, baby. I won't. I'll be here.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck. That was my daughter taking an online test. Can't be walking in the room giving them no answers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, get him some ashwagandha wandas and put it in food. Yeah, I can't. Ashwagandha. I know how to say it now. Ashwagandha. Get him some ashwagandha. It's a natural supplement that calms his nerves and prevents mood swings. Okay. There you go. He gets angry when I ask for compensation money, saying I'm principled and won't do it. I ignore him 1 month. He wants to buy me an apartment I can't handle. Just stop thinking they're serious. They're just trying to manipulate you. If you don't get what you want, stop talking to them. When you get what you want, start talking to them. It's that simple. Y'all complicating it, okay? You just keep complicating it. He's old. He's grouchy. He's going through, bone loss. I don't know. Just get his money, okay? Give him some ashwagandha. Stop taking everything personally and just get him to do what you need him to do. That's all he's there for. Okay. He's not there for your amusement. He's not there to give you the love you never got as a child. He's not there to do none of that. He's there to get them bills, to pay that apartment. Okay. Stop looking at him as anything more. That's your problem. He's supposed to get mad, ma'am. You young and beautiful. He old and grouchy. You need to get him some ashwagandha wanda. It's a natural supplement that stops him from getting so upset, having all those mood swings from low testosterone and old age. Okay. Just get his money. When he realizes that he's so old that he still got to pay. See, a lot of men, they'll deal with you. And then when the reality sets in that they're old and don't nobody want them unless they're giving them money, that's when they get mad. They're like, they can't get nothing for free no more. You understand? That's why they always ask for that senior citizen discount. So they're mad because they can't get nothing for free no more. And you're reminding them their age all the time, and they're cranky, and they probably on all the medication. You need to get us some ashwagandha wanda and just get his money and stop taking things personally. That's literally it. Okay. So understand the position. You're 25. You're not saying dating is the same age, but some 33-year-old man wants a family and live in suburbs. I feel like 50 is too old. Okay. It's the 33-year-old man paid enough to not need your money. That's my problem. I'm thinking of finances, okay? Your husband said he wanted a divorce after you fought. I said, okay, and we haven't talked since. What can I do to benefit? Ask him if he's called the lawyer. So, did you call the lawyer yet? Just ask him if he called the lawyer or if he filed for divorce yet. Ask him. Men don't file for divorce. But ask him if he did anyway. And start getting dressed like you already planning on your next moves in life. How about that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Listen to me very carefully, ladies. If you want to marry close to your same age, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm not going to marry somebody that can't afford the lifestyle that I want. And I know unless that 33-year-old plus man has some lifestyle that I want money, it's not going to happen. Okay. Can I read your super chat? If I see it, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes they don't stand out and there's too many going at the same time. Okay. But thank you. So, yeah, it depends on why you're marrying. Are you marrying to have somebody close to your same age? Some 33-year-old going to cheat for sure. Someone that's going to cheat on you. Someone who can't afford the lifestyle you want. What are you going to do? Like, when you get married, you need to get married for the correct reasons. Like lifestyle. Okay. Because that's what's going to sustain you the longest. Not his love, not his infatuation, not his lust. And his looks aren't going to be even that great when you're sick and tired of looking at him. Okay. Especially if he messes up. So you need to marry for the correct reason. Reasons that you and your future generations can all enjoy for years to come. Do you understand? Because All the stuff that you're marrying for can be gone like this. His looks, you're going to get tired of looking at him if he is getting on your nerves. And other women are going to be looking at him if he looks halfway decent. You're going to get tired of a lot of stuff. It's going to get old and boring. But the lifestyle is ever giving. Okay? You can go spa, you can go shop, you can do all that. But if you marry somebody that can't afford doing that and only can afford the bare minimum, you're going to have a bare minimum life. So you better think carefully and marry somebody rich that's 33 and get prepared to be finding stuff in their phone left and right, girl. Sprinkle. You're 44 and 51 asked me how much I spend a month, how much I make. He says he wants to help and provide. I want to help. I don't want to give up my dignity, and I might speak up. What do I do? Tell him double what you earn. Tell them your bills are double what they are, and tell them half of what you earn. Whatever you earn, split it in half. Say this is how much you earn. Whatever your bills are, double it. Okay? Learn how to do girl math. Sprinkle. Half your salary, double your bills when you talk to them. What if you're rich yourself? I have a good career, then you need somebody richer. There you go. You need to aim higher. Okay. What about the sperm quality degrade after 35? That scares me about 30. Girl, all these old men out here having kids. You say he's still gonna be cheating left and right. I'd rather take the risk of a sperm degrade than a life degrade. Because if your stuff is good, man, your DNA gonna make up for it anyway. You gonna have a life degrade. All these old men out here getting people pregnant. Girl, just money. Worry about that. Thank you, Shira. Sprinkle. So you rather invest in sperm than lifestyle? That's crazy and very male-centered. You said, look at Jay-Z, girl. When I got married, my husband was 50 and I was 27. Our kids come out great, smart geniuses. Okay. Sprinkle. What? Shira, look at that beautiful hair of yours. I can't keep my eyes off it. Thank you. Sprinkle. It's a wig, but thank you, girl. This is a good wig, actually. This one I bought in person. Someone actually made this. And I paid money for it. It wasn't a free wig. You're 18. When should I be looking for marriage? When you 25? Sprinkle. 25 and up, ma'am. Don't be trying to look for no marriage now. Just get some money now. Have fun now. Live your life now. Gather you some memories now. Get all the stuff out your system now. Go be free. Live your best life. Protect yourself. Don't get pregnant. Okay? Have a little bucket list for your 20s and make sure you check all of it off. Okay? Wonderful. Because when it's time to get married and settle down, you need to have all that curiosity out of your system. Okay? Go have fun. Have your little 20s bucket list and go check it all off, baby. Sprinkle. You said words to live by, girl. Yes. If you don't look back on your 20s or mid-20s and smile, you did it wrong. You better, yeah, don't get pregnant, baby. Protect yourself and go have fun. Don't get no diseases and go have fun. Live your best life. Date all your types. Go where you want to go, wear what you want to wear. And when it's time to get to the lifestyle aspect and time to get married, then you go get married. But a lot of men, not even rich at 50 plus, will then go to the rich side of town and find them. Because they over there rich. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why should women not have male friends? Only if those male friends are paying when they're out in public with them. You understand? Because listen to me very carefully. If you're out with your male friend and he ain't gay, he's got to pay. Even some gay male friends will pay. So if you're out and about and you're having drinks or whatever, or hanging out with your male friend and you bust out your wallet, to everybody else, it look like you a piece and you finna pay for some grown able-bodied man or go 50-50. Okay? It's about you. It's not about him. If you have a male friend and y'all go out, he's supposed to pay still. Sometimes men just want to be your friend, so it looks like they're dating you for free. Understand? So if you got a male friend, they still got to give you money by paying for you when they take you out or when y'all hang out together. Because if you don't, you look like the pygmy show on the date to other people. Okay, 63-year-old says, if I didn't give him anything. 63-year-old says, if he didn't give me anything, 2 years to leave him and to go see how much other men will get. Girl, go. Say, okay, bye. That old man is thinking that you're going to let up on. The older he get, the more he got to give. Remind him of his age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to remind him of his age because he think he's young again because you made him feel young. It's like, I can go get any and then name his age. How old is the girl? 63. I can go get it any other 63-year-old girl, man, to pay for stuff and more. Say his age. Keep talking. Say age. Say, I'm a such and such year old woman. I can literally go and get any 62-year-old guy to pay my bills. Okay? Remind them of their age. They keep forgetting. They think they're your age. You done made them feel young again. If you got grandkids, call them grandpa. Say, you're a grandfather. I'm young. I can go get anybody's grandfather. Anybody who's 63 years old, call 64. Like, I'll put an extra number on his age. I can go get any 64-year-old and get his wallet. They would be happy to be spending on me. You know why? Because it's true. He already know it. That's why he's insecure about it. And guess what? You should already know the answer to that because you should be having a roster. You should have 3 of them. Why you ain't got 3 of them? Why is his words meaningful when you should already be proving him wrong? Is my question. You got a 62-year-old man over there sitting over there complaining when you should have about 3 of them. Do you understand? Y'all be doing one thing at a time and then having problems and stressing out over it. 3. Where's your other 3 old men? So when he starts to talking and flapping his little gums, you could be laughing at him on the inside, say, I already got 2 other ones giving me money in your mind. And collect his little $1,000 and collect some of their money too. Okay. Because when you got 2 or 3 backups, no matter what they're talking about, it's not even true. And so you can just put outfits together in your head while they're blabbering. Okay. They still gonna give you the money because they don't want to lose you. They just gonna voice their little opinion about it because they forgot how old they were. But at the same time, you collected from him, and them. You understand? Go get you some more. That's the problem. You don't have options. You got options, you don't listen to the BS. You just be ignoring it, putting outfits together in your mind and collecting your money. Do you understand? You said, you're super beautiful. Thank you for your advice. Oh, too unique. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. You just wanted to say quick hi and have a nice day. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, girl. See, that's the problem. I don't have no backups. That's why y'all be worried about stuff. You need to have some backups. Then whatever that come out their mouth is a joke. Do you understand? You're like, I already got to. Well, you know, you keep thinking what you want. Make sure my money's in the bank. That's how you will react versus I'm worried, I'm scared. He keeps saying this, he keeps getting mad. You won't care. You'll put him on pause, entertain the other ones, and when he's ready to come back, you'll hit him with the re-entry fee, collect his money, and you'll be just. He just says comfort yourself. Okay, I don't really care what he's talking about because I'm not listening. I'm just collecting the money. Understand? And I'm worried about what's coming out no old man mouth as a young woman. Do you understand? You're too young to be worried about what's coming out of an old man's mouth. Get his money, get him some ashwagandha wanda, and talk to the next one. Have a backup. All right. Why are y'all taking them seriously, girl? They already letting you know that they're gonna pay for you. They just want to feel like you care, so they're gonna try to argue with it. They're just taking your energy. Don't argue with no old man. Put outfits together in your head, nod your head, and collect this money. Put outfits together in your mind, collect his money. Don't go back and forth with no old man. All right. You're the prize. Act like it. All right. What? Let me read what you thought. A man peed on himself trying to lower your self-esteem. No. You're silly. You got to act like you don't care, ma'am. The more you act like you care, the worse it's going to get. Seriously. They got to feel like they're fighting for something, working towards something, trying to solve a problem. You are the problem. You understand? There you go. You know, at 65-year-old, at that age, they don't have nothing to fight for anymore. They don't have any goals to accomplish anymore. They don't have anything to keep them going. So they're going to start picking fights with you. And you let them think they're doing something and just collect their money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, am I married? Why? Do you want to marry me? Do you have a lot of money? You like to pay bills? Big bills? Then don't ask me if I'm married if you're going to pay no bills. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. A young millionaire is looking for a cleaning lady. How to play the game to get upgrade into girlfriend. Girl. Let me ask you a question, Mrs. Cleaning Lady. If you're going to be a cleaning lady, what if he brings another girl over there and asks you to clean up after her? What you going to do then? This is my question. Like, we got to be realistic about certain things. Y'all trying to upgrade as a girlfriend, as a cleaning lady. But what if he having women coming in and out and spending the night over there? You got to clean up their little mess. What you going to do then? Mm-hmm. What you going to do then? How to stop being so awkward? By not caring and acting like the main character and the prize of your life and everybody else's life too. Okay, because some of y'all don't think about this stuff. He might be nice to you, and then as soon as that other chick comes over to the house, he's gonna start treating you just like the maid. You sure you can deal with that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is real live, baby. Who is this? I'm live. You see that? All right. What to do when he's taking me forever to ask to be his girlfriend? Okay, did he pay your bills yet? Because I don't want to be nobody's girlfriend who ain't trying to pay these bills. Time, did he ask for your bills yet? Then why you want a title from someone who's not doing the most? Is he doing the most? You got to get him to pay bills first before you even want to be somebody's girlfriend. Because you know what? If you begging for a title and he's not paying no bills, you look desperate. Okay, you gonna take yourself off the market for free for someone who has done nothing for you. Who wants that? Don't nobody want that, ma'am. You better get you some money. You better get him to pay some bills before you ask for some type of title. You could come in. Excuse me, could you do this? Could you do that? I'm saving up for this. I'm saving up for that. I want to do this. I want to do that. This is what I want. Here's my wish list. You better get this money and stop looking around for a title. Because honestly, if you're begging for a title, but he's not giving you no money, paying no bills, buying you no gifts, doing the most, why do you want to be his girlfriend? This is what they're thinking. Why is this woman so desperate to be my girlfriend? And I have done nothing for her. I haven't earned this. I'm just taking her to eat. So make sure he wants something financially for you. Is it better to be married under a community property regimen or separately? Regime? It depends on what you're trying to do after the divorce. You're trying to split it up? Some states are community property states. I don't know. I live in a community property state, so you got to split it if you should break up. And that's right. So girlfriend doesn't mean you will ever be the only one. Yeah, it just means validation title only. That's right. If he ain't spending no money, you shouldn't let him claim you. What's the best age to get married? When you're tired of working? When you tired, when you ready to settle down and retire? That's the best age. Some people ready at 25. Some people ready at 30. When you trying to stop working, man? When you trying to relax, put your feet up, go to the spa every day or every other day, dilly-dally, where maybe you want to start a little online, business or whatnot. When you ready to settle down or settle in life, when you're ready to move to the suburbs, when you're ready to get that SUV and start that family and retire and little soft life, when you ready to do that, that's when you got all that other stuff out your system and you're ready for that lifestyle and you're ready to marry up, not down but up. Would you want my lipstick? My lipstick, girl, I was selling this on TikTok earlier. Or, I'm on TikTok now, right? Girl, they sent me this. This is MAC. Let me see what this is. So on TikTok, it's called, let me see what it's called. Ooh, somebody texted me. Oh, thank you, Wanda. Miss Wanda sent me a Cash App. I don't know if you're still here, but hold on. Thank you, girl. This is great. For great. Okay. Great advice. Okay. So this is MAC Doja Cat Lip Duo on TikTok. If you go to my TikTok page, you can look at all my products maybe on there. But yeah, it's called MAC Doja Cat Lip Duo. And I think this is Chestnut and Honey Love. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was watching a video clip from my channel so many years ago when I was so sweet and innocent. I was like grinning at my old self, like, oh, she was so sweet and nice to these people. But y'all were nicer, like my what you call it? My commenters and my subscribers way back then were also nicer and more intelligent. But you know what? I'll tell you what's the difference between now and then. Back in the old days, when I was first getting on YouTube or like when I was nicer, women literally needed help more to get on a level up journey. But a lot of y'all are already on a level up journey. You know how to do your makeup, you know how to do your hair, you just do it in the wrong way sometimes. So I was literally nice to certain people who had never thought that they were valuable enough to even put on makeup or get dressed. So I was dealing with a different group of women back then. I was dealing with super duper pick me shit, okay? Ones that didn't even know how to put on lipstick, okay? Times have definitely changed. We have social media now. We have TikTok. We have Instagram where there's every time you scroll, there's a makeup tutorial. Buy this wig, buy this, buy that. So people, you know, they leveled up easier. They got their looks together. But now, you know, they didn't evolve mentally. So I was more gentle with the ones who did not give themselves permission to level up because they were over there looking like somebody's who did it and why, because they didn't feel deserving enough to put on makeup. They didn't feel it deserving enough to put energy and effort into their looks. But now we have social media, and definitely it allows women to feel more secure and confident to do those things. But back then I was talking to plain Jane, you know, hair slicked back, no makeup, bags under their eyes, talking about my Dusty that hasn't come home for 2 days. And once it hasn't taken 2 days, it was hasn't come home in 2 days back then. Okay. What's the best way to get money at 18 from men? By making sure they're old enough to have some money to give you. Okay, just ask them for it, girl. You 18, they're supposed to just give it freely. Tell them to take you to the mall. Tell them to take you to Bath and Body Works, to Victoria's Secret, to Pink. Okay, that's all they think you want anyway. Some little chump change mall shopping sprees. Tell them to pay your phone bill. Get the most you can get. You learn your lesson and will never be in a relationship with another man anytime. With one man at a time. Okay. So you're gonna date several. You're 27 now. What to do to attract a provider husband and make sure men don't get checked out when you're not sleeping with them? Okay. You got to go for much older. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all won't listen to this part. You got to get an older man who's ready to settle down. It's easier. It's less trouble. And it takes less time. I'm all about the shortcut. Okay. I'm not trying to do the most, put up with the most. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm ready to skip and fast forward the good life. Okay. Do you understand? So you need to date somebody 50 and up at 27. Sprinkle. If you want to struggle, if you want to deal with all that other crap and that rigmarole with dating somebody close to your own age, go have fun. But put a 50-year-old on your roster for backup. Sprinkle. If you still want to try to date people close to your own age, fine. But have a 50-year-old on that roster backup. So when that one fails, you got the other one. Sprinkle. That's all you got to do. So yeah. Okay. So times have changed as far as also marriage has changed from when I first started my channel. So we had women back in the day that wouldn't wear a stitch of makeup or be looking like they just crawled out from underground, okay, and getting treated like trash and walked like dogs. So I was more gentle with them. Now y'all got TikTok, makeup, wigs, everything. So I can be a little bit more harsh with you because you look good enough to have enough self-esteem to pull something. Back then, they couldn't even pull no dust. All right? They was trying to pull dusties back then. That's how bad they was looking. You're 28. You don't care for marriage, but I enjoy dating men for a season moment. Is that bad? No, it ain't bad if you collect the money. Saving yours or spending theirs is not bad at all, man. If your goal is to save your money while spending theirs, if your goal is free food, if your goal is vacation without you having to reach in your wallet, then you're winning. Okay? Everybody got free will. You can use it. Just make sure you're benefiting from being in their presence, okay? So yes, I was more gentle with the pick-me-shoes back then because they were literally looking like who did it and why for real, and they couldn't even pull no dust. They couldn't even keep no dust. You understand? So now that we've evolved because of my message, y'all trying to figure out how to get rich men instead of Dusty. Back then, they was trying to figure out how to get Dusties to stay. You understand? So it's very different. I had to be nice to them because they literally were so fragile and so fragile looking and so undeserving of anything. Now y'all done growed up. Y'all got some better looks and some higher hopes. So y'all should be able to take a little bit more tough love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, she said she created a fake auto bill invoice and a 62-year-old paid it for you. Oh, I know that's right, man. You got some skills. Hi, Shira. Happy belated Mother's Day. Thank you so much. Gail Monty for music. Thank you. Thank you. I hope I said it right. I appreciate that. Yes. He sent you a happy Mother's Day, even if you haven't talked to him for months. Trap? It's a trap. That's the only reason he had to say hello to you. Send him a Cash App request and say for Mother's Day. And that's a trap too, but you're going to get paid for yours. Oh, you're organic liver? What? Okay, organic. They're all natural. Yeah, they're minerals, nanoparticles, nanominerals. Okay. What's my 12th house? I have no idea. I don't get into astrology like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know, baby. Money, dollar sign. I don't know. Financial increase at all times from every angle, every house. Okay. You said wrong channel, girl. I don't know none of that stuff. You said money. If I was in my early 20s again, what would I do knowing what I know now? Save more money, get more money, have more streams of income. Especially online, because that's where it's all at. See, in my 20s, when I was in my 20s, nobody was online. Nobody. They was on MySpace. I would have had my businesses earlier. I would be doing so much more. I would have been selling everything like wigs, makeup. I would have been ahead of the game. Yeah. I would have been online had online businesses first. I would have started my business earlier because I started my businesses online in my 30s. So if I was 20 at this day and age, I'd have a couple of online businesses. And by 30, I'd have a dozen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said MySpace. Yeah, girl, I'm that old. So I would have started my businesses earlier in life. Online. I would have invested in Apple, Microsoft, all of them. I would have invested in I would have invested in electric cars. I would have invested in all the stuff that's making a lot of money right now. Okay. How do I manage those businesses? With dropship companies? They're really self-ran. Most of the businesses make money in their sleep or my sleep. I set it up to where I don't have to do too much. Maybe answer a few messages. That's it. I might have to do answer 2 messages a day or sometimes none. Everything else be working for me. I have to work smarter, not harder, baby. What's your take on religion? Man-made. Patriarchal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you can twist it to work in your favor financially, then why not? Whatever you can use it for to benefit you financially, use it. Okay? Use it for what it's for, to manipulate, to get control, and to get what you want. That's what I would use it for. If I had to pretend to be religious, I would point out all the things I needed to point out to get what I wanted. Okay? I'd make it work in my favor financially. That's all I could say. How to keep and get a roster with 0 provider men by your side at all the time. By looking good enough to pull a couple of them at the same time and keep them and stop talking too much. You look like you talk a lot. I just looked at your picture. Say less. Explain yourself less. Lie. Tell them what they need to hear and nothing more. Learn how to lie real good, ma'am. You'll be all right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tips on self-doubt when starting a new business. Girl, just start it and don't care. Okay, start it, and if you make money, great. If you don't, at least you're learning lessons on what not to do for the next one. Don't start off big, start off small and grow it. Then you ain't gonna need to be worried about nothing. Now, will you? If you're investing all your money and capital and going out here and getting business loans, you're gonna be scared to fail. That's why I tell y'all, go get you a sugar daddy, get his credit card, buy you a couple of online businesses with his credit card, buy you some little inventory with his credit card, pay the drop shippers with his credit card instead of going out and buying purses that's going to be out of style next year. Use his credit card to fund your businesses. When he tells you, here's the credit card, go buy what you want. Go buy some businesses. You understand? You can buy businesses online already set up. All you got to do is hook up your email and your bank account to them, baby. That's that. I give you a little. Some of them already come with drop shippers. Do your research. Okay? That's it. Get their money. Triple and double yours. You got 100% profit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start off small and start with his money, and you won't have no doubts. I'm trying to help y'all. If you don't have nobody to fund you, fund yourself. Don't take out no loans because that's scary. Start off small and grow. I always say, if you're going to just make sure you can start your business with what you got right now without having to risk anything. Y'all be starting out too big. That's the problem. Y'all be starting out way big. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just get tricked into buying a bunch of crap that's not profiting you. Okay. Now, some people are like, I'm a business coach and I can help. No, don't listen to nobody. And no offense to the businesses coach. Y'all trying to make y'all money too. Remember, they got a business to be a business coach. Listen. Some of y'all be getting tricked into buying a whole kit. You don't need that. Everybody's going to throw that crap away once it's shipped. Okay. Y'all be getting postcards, this, that, cute boxes, stickers, all that stuff is going in the garbage. Get you some free boxes from the post office or some little cheap mailing envelopes, and that's what you use. Okay. You can get you some little cheap cards, business cards from Office Depot or somewhere on Amazon. Call it a day. Y'all be spending too much on crap going in the garbage. When you start these businesses, start off small. Nobody cares about that crap. They throwing it right in the garbage. Straight to the trash, baby. Okay? And y'all are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on trash packaging. You need to start off small and put that money towards your inventory. You'll drop shipping. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said all the info you need is free online. That's right. You said you've been married to your husband for 15 years. You thought He thought I was broke. I left my computer open and he saw how much money I have in the stock market and got mad. He thinks I'm keeping secrets. Okay, ma'am, you slipped up. You needed some ashwagandha wanda and some ginkgo biloba so you can remember to close that computer up and put a password on it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him that's Aunt Ethel's money. That's Aunt Ethel's money. She gave me the money to invest because it was just sitting in her bank account. That's Aunt Ethel's. You are Aunt Ethel? Girl, Aunt Ethel. Girl, he done found out what we was doing. Yeah, girl, he saw all your money in the stock market. He think it's mine. I'm like, where would I get that type of money from? He don't give me no money. Anyway. Yeah, girl, you doing real good on the stock market. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I should do it. You gonna give me some money too? Oh, that's so sweet. Maybe I could start me a little investment. Mm-hmm. But yeah, girl, I'm gonna have your money. Mm-hmm. Aunt Ethel. All right. When you want me to deposit it? Okay, you know you gotta pay taxes on it, right? Okay. I'll see you later. Yep, girl. I'll see you. All right, bye. Bye, Auntie Ethel. Girl, that's Aunt Ethel money. It's not yours. Do you understand? What if he thinks 600 is too much for a hairdresser? Then double it and he wouldn't think it was too much at all. If he would have said 1,200 and then you said, well, I'll just give me half, he would have gave you 600. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, when you start off low, you're going to think it's too much. But if you start off high, you're going to get what you need. Do you understand? 1,200, not no 600. Then when you say, fine, you could just do half, then he'll come up with that 600. He don't know how much stuff costs. He's a man. He don't know how much it costs to get hair did. He's a man. So if you tell him 1,200, then you go down and say, fine, I'll just take half. I'll pay for the other half. Just say 600, and now you get the whole day. You got it? He don't know how much stuff costs. Always double what you need because these men don't know how much stuff costs. You said trolls boost the algorithm. They sure do. We don't care, girl. We don't. If you broke, we don't take your broke men don't realize when they start talking, nobody's listening. If they haven't realized that by now that they don't have a voice, I don't know what to tell them. What about men who only pay for the house and house bills? Rest do nothing for you. No marriage, no vacation. Okay, so he's paying the same as he would be paying if he was single. And you rolling around on the mattress with him for free. Okay, sound like you the dumb one. So let me ask you a question. Would he be paying the same bills if you weren't there? Yes. What are you doing extra for him? How is he benefiting by you being there? Is he getting fed? Is he rolling around on the mattress with you? Are you cleaning and washing dishes and doing laundry? Sound like he got a real good deal. Okay. It sound like you ain't got no deal at all. Sound like you're losing in that relationship big time. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sound like you need some extra men in your life that can pay for some things. I missed your chat. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Da-da-da. You said, how do you stop being so awkward? By practicing, getting outside, working on yourself every day. Okay, everybody's awkward until they're not. Okay, your family-in-law trying to cut my child financially stepped in. What? Okay, well, did he adopt the child during the marriage? You might have a problem. How would you advertise your business? Online, every day, all day, several times a day. Get it in the algorithm. You have been married for 15 years. Your husband, okay, I already read that one. All right. Did I answer your question? All right. He made you upset by sending me gifts all week so I could talk to him. Oh, he's been sending you gifts all week so I can talk to him. Are they enough to break the silence? If so, wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do I feel about a provider who makes some of his money illegitimate? Okay, can he get arrested for this? Because I think it's very dumb to put yourself in a predicament that you could also get in trouble. Okay. Where you could just have two legitimate ones. You know what I mean? I think women who take those types of risks and do stupid stuff will learn the hard way. Okay. That's all. I mean, it's easy to find legitimate earners. What if he asks, how is it fair for him to pay everything? Say, how is it fair for me to have to give birth and have a period every month? How is that fair? Say, it's fair because you're a provider and I'm a receiver. Uh-huh. And also, you're dating somebody close to your own age. That's why he's asking you stupid questions. You need to be dating an older man. Older man would never dare ask, why is it fair that I have to do that? Girl, because he got 25 years on you. He got 25 years to get his money up. If you're dating somebody your own age, of course they don't think it's fair. They ain't got no money either. Do you understand? So y'all need to date older men because you'll never have that conversation. Mm-hmm. That's why some women will not ever date somebody their own age. It's like dating your brother. Like, ugh. Dating your little brother, dating your older, semi-older, dating the brother of the same age or your twin brother. It's no. It's like, how can I get turned on by someone who is always going tit for tat? How can I get turned on by somebody that's always competing with me and thinking life is not fair and acting like a whole nother child? That's stupid. You can't get turned on by somebody that thinks they're you. Do you understand? This doesn't work that way. What if he resent me for cutting what us fam off? What if resent me for cutting us fam off? I don't care. We don't care anymore. Do you understand? I live in America. Okay. We don't care. We sick and tired of being sick and tired. We just want money. Do you understand? We don't care about their family being mad. We don't care enough. We just don't. Do you understand? If they're not giving us what we want, we don't care about what they want. Listen to me. If they're not giving us what we want, we don't care what they want. If you want to cut them off, that is within your rights. Cut them off. Do you understand? You don't need permission to do what you want to do. Just do it. Don't care. What are they going to do? Just be mad? Okay, we don't care. Just don't care. Stop caring so much. They don't care about what you think. Stay unbothered and stop caring. That's y'all's problems. Y'all care too much. What if they're this? What if they're that? What if you stop caring? Then you can have peace and move on and do the most with your life. Okay? Stop caring so much. What? Hi, Sheer. I just started my own brand. Can I send you some of our luxurious hair oils? Can't find your P.O. box. Send me your website. Because let me tell y'all something. Do you know how many people send me luxurious hair oils and fragrance oils? Do you have anything else? Like, I'm just being nice because like so many people have sent me. I got boxes of oils up under my bed. Like, I have literally 5 boxes of body oils and hair oils. Give me some. Let's make something else, baby. Let's add something to the store. Everybody doing that. Your husband is scared. Tricked him on the inheritance. That's why I care. Okay. Care about what? Are you getting the money or is he getting the money? Who's not getting the money? Because I'm not understanding what you're saying. Who is at risk for loss? I'm not understanding this. Okay. The family matrix. I don't know what you're saying. You got to tell me in straight up words. Who's going to lose out on the deal? You or them? Just say, they're going to lose out, then we don't care. Okay? That's it. We don't care if they losing. He might not get all the money. Okay. Okay, from who? Got to be more clear. Whose money is it? His or yours? Are you going to lose or is he going to lose? How do you benefit from this whole situation? Does it even matter to you? I don't understand what you're asking me. Like, is it going to affect you financially or not? We don't care if it's not affecting your pockets. Okay? Like, I can't understand the situation because it needs to be all in one. Okay, what age should I be going for? I'm 47 now, just came out of a 20-year marriage, looking for a marriage again in long-term security. Okay. You should be going for like 65 and up, 60 and up, girl. Unless you're just trying to have fun, then you shouldn't even remarry at all. Okay. If you're that age, perhaps you should just be dealing with somebody who could just do things for you at that point, because and that want to do things for you, and that already had some kids, one of them old age marriages where you deal with each other, so you don't have to have life alert. I don't know. Someone says become a dominatrix. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 1 foot what? All right, I was trying to keep up with that last situation, but I couldn't. I don't know what y'all are asking. If money is not coming out of your pocket and you're not losing nothing, then who cares? All right. If you're losing money, then yes, you should care. Okay. But congratulations to the person that started their business. I do hope you and wish you the best, but right now I'm not taking any more oils. Okay, I got too many. But if you got something else better or different or in addition to, I'll definitely take a look at that. Like, I like body powders. If you get a little body powder, I like jewelry. I'll take some, you doing something else? I got enough books. So, like, yeah. But I do wish you congratulations on your business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got jewelry too? Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's good. You have a crush on a broke guy, but he is handsome. So what should I do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You should go find the ugliest man who got a crush on you and take his money. That's what you should be doing. Okay? Because y'all be moving backwards and looking crazy. You should go find an ugly man who has a crush on you and get his money. Leave the cute, handsome man that you like alone. Because if he don't like you, it's no use. Okay? All right? I see cute, handsome men all the time. There ain't nothing I can do about that. Okay? Especially if they broke. Ain't nothing I want to do about that. You will lose indirectly because he's old money and he might not get it all if we cut them off. So he is stressed out about it. Well, where's his money? He don't got no money on his own. They don't want to give him money because he got a stepchild. We'll have him adopt the stepchild. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get to the adoption agency and adopt a child. Or have a baby. Get pregnant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. There your way in. Get you a little pregnancy going. Maybe even a fake pregnancy. Get you a little, I'm pregnant with his baby. I'm part of the family now. What book do you recommend? Spiritual Alchemy, wrong channel, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My books. All my books. There you go. Don't ask me wrong channel stuff. I will not answer. All right. So she got a dusty, and that's close proximity to money. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna have no Dusty's baby, that's for sure. I'm gonna have a fake pregnancy and get back in. Okay. Get you a fake pregnancy. There you go. But thank you though, ma'am. Baked with a baddie. Don't ask me the wrong questions on the wrong channel. Men only make money to give to women. As a man, I am always looking for opportunities to give money to women. Okay, sir, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's a good thing to know and very refreshing. And we glad we got men like you over here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And we do appreciate it with the tithes and the offerings. Okay. Mm-hmm. Why do so many women ask what age they should date? How do they not know by now? Because they just want somebody to say something young enough for them to be excited about. You need to be excited about the money, not the age. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. Check out my other channel. I've been out and about and I've been approached by a few guys and I can instantly pick up on their attitude, the way that they view women, the type of person they are, the type of temper they have just by one short conversation. I can pick up on all of it. You know what I mean? So I understand now what some of y'all are dealing with out there. You can tell a lot just by half of a conversation that these men are terrible. Some of these men are just disgusting, and not in a gross way, but just in an undeveloped mentally way, you can tell how bad a man's temper is just by half a conversation. You can tell if he's a jealous type. You can tell if he's insecure. You can just tell a lot by looking at his outfit. I can see through so much now that I'm older and I've already been married and been there and done that. I can see straight through these dudes now. It's so funny. And they get mad when they can't impress you. They start pulling everything out of their hat and nothing is working. And they get frustrated and they get upset because they're not good enough. You know, your standards are too high. And they start playing the blame game, and then they start to try to humble you. I'm like, sir, you the one out here trying to pull every trick out of your hat. You humbling yourself right in front of people. You already knew you wasn't good enough when you stepped up. Walk away. Okay. So some of them will just dismiss themselves because they already know it's not working. Whatever they're trying to do, it doesn't work. They got to actually be a decent person and have some decent money. Aside from re-entry and forgiveness fee, what would you date a guy that moved towards your friend behind your back? No. I wouldn't date any man that was moving towards my friend behind my back because I'd be dating his daddy or his bestie by the end. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You could move the same way, but better. Why you wouldn't date his friend by the end, girl? You should have been dating his friend. Yeah, these men are understanding. The men out here today aren't understanding they're not enough. It's so crazy. Sir, stay your butt at home. Don't even come out and try to talk to people that you know you can't impress. Just stay over there. Don't even approach if you cannot fully 100% impress. Don't even try. Because if you got to go down the list and it ain't working, you need to go back to the drawing board. Because guys be getting mad because nothing they say is impressive anymore because they just give the bare minimum. Provider gives whatever, how much I want. He is divorcing and leaving his country to live in mine. But I want to live in his country and get a survivor's benefit from him. He's 59, I'm 28. Should I look for older men? No, that's good enough. I don't know about all this country switching and that's 90-day fiance crap. I'm just going to collect this money and do what's best for me beneficially. If he's trying to move to your country, is he going to be making the same amount of money in your country? If not, tell him to stay in his and keep sending you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever's financially best for you, that's what he need to do. And you need to convince him how to. Hi, Sheer. My husband, 3 years ago, you wanted to leave, but I was financially dependent. I'm almost graduated from nursing school. He has changed for the better. Is it selfish to still leave? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, because what do you think he gonna do if you stay? Gonna start asking you to pay half them bills? He gonna start putting credit cards and using your credit score? What he gonna do, man? No. He know what time it was. He on his best behavior so he can get your good nurse check like a good dusty wheel. Okay, honestly, if he allows you to keep all of your money, stack it and save it, and you freeze your credit, listen to me carefully, man. Go ahead and freeze your credit now. Freeze your credit, stack your money, continue to spend his. Make sure you have separate bank accounts and a savings and whatever you invested in. You said real women assist their men. Okay, your mama must be a real woman. All right. So save your money, stash your money, freeze your credit. Stack yours, stack. When you get on your last nerve, then leave. Leave before you divorce. Talk about, oh, we need to talk about it. We're going to get back together soon. He said, he know you ain't going nowhere. Take all your money, put it in a trust for your kids if you have kids, and be done. Any tips on wealthy guys that aren't generous? Do we just meet their friends who are generous, who are also wealthy? Because sometimes wealthy people aren't generous. They think you're supposed to be with them just for the clout. Well, meet their friends and network and find some generous, wealthy people that are more than happy to spend on you. Okay. Sometimes those men are just there to introduce you to other men who are more generous. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all. You learn from me in every video I watch. This in reality is hard to apply. I don't know why. That's because you're not used to applying. You haven't gotten in the mindset yet where this is the norm. Okay. It is hard to apply, but it ain't the norm. Thank you, Cayenne. Okay. So honestly, when it becomes the norm, your standards are going to be high, and you're only going to attract men that have the ability to meet those high standards. And it's not going to be a problem. Right now, what's happening is that the things that I'm telling you, you're trying to apply it to dust or men that don't like you enough. But when you let all this sink in and you position yourself and you put yourself in the right environment with the right outfit on at the right time of day and go for the correct target, it's all going to go in place. See, right now, you don't have everything balanced. You're looking at the wrong age range. You're in the wrong environment. You don't got the right look. Blah, blah. Eventually, it's all going to come together. Okay? Just like it does for all the other women in here. They weren't able to do this at first. They had to learn. They had to go do error. They had to, it's a numbers game. They had to go out different times of day, wearing different wigs, different outfits, different makeup look, blah, 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 until they all came together. Okay? Because as you go, you're learning. Then it starts to make sense, and then you will know what to do. It'll just kick in. You're like, okay, I need to go over here. I need to wear this. I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay. And then you got it. But it takes a little time. Unless you naturally got it. But you got to go out every day. You can't go out once a month. You can't go out once a week. You got to get out there every day or every other day on the rich side of town. Because it is a numbers game. That's it. Mm-hmm. What if I text wealthy man in LinkedIn? What if you're a pick Misha on LinkedIn? I don't know. Pick Misha everywhere then. In the beginning, it was hard to apply, but now I'm learning from you. And my mindset is shifting now. I don't know. Okay, you don't care, and it's easy for me to apply now because I know I deserve. That's right. Thank you, Katarine, for explaining that. So when you know you deserve something, and you start putting in the work, and you start putting in the effort, and you know where to go, and you know which environment to go, and you know which men are the correct targets, it's going to get easier and easier. Okay? You said also have to be in observation mode, follow the money. Exactly. Ooh, this is a really good information right here. B-looks. If you are an observer, you can learn so much just by people watching. Just go to the rich area and just people watch. Don't even be trying to look for no man. Don't even be trying to flirt. Don't be doing nothing. Just go observe for a good week. That is going to give you all you need to know in order to go get what you're trying to get. Okay? All you got to do is go hang out, dilly-dally, go breakfast, go to lunch, go shop, go run your errands on the rich side of town for about a week straight. And just watch, observe, see what people are wearing, see how they wear their hair, see how they wear their makeup, see what type of women these men are gravitated towards, see how they're looking at them, see how they're looking at other women that may not fit in so well. See if they're looking at them with lust or intrigue. See how they're treating the women that they're with. See the type of woman they're looking at if they're single. Just start observing. That's it. You're going to get, okay? Go out to observe sometimes, not to freestyle, not to pull, but just to observe. And the information you're going to gather there is going to be priceless. Mm-hmm. You said you call it community service. That's right. Some people may not have the luxury of time to do this, so do it in your spare time. Okay? You said market research. Exactly. Market research. What is the right mindset? The right mindset is, what is it you're going to be dating for? Is it lifestyle? Which it should be. Lifestyle and money. That's why you should be dating, not for love and no. Maybe you fall in love on the rich side of town for lifestyle, whatever. Don't become no pick-me-sha though. Get to the rich side of town and start. Okay? Your everything will adjust. Your everything will adjust. Your style will adjust. Your style will adjust. Your mannerisms, the way you walk and talk will adjust. Okay? That's how it's going to be. Okay, so where I live is really nice, okay? My daughters who were in high school at the time, well, my oldest daughter who was in high school at the time, she said that a bunch of people from, another side of town had to be transferred to this school because something happened to their school. I don't remember. But anyway, they were from, the not so nice side of town. And when they arrived, the students were dressed very different, act very different, socialized very different. And my daughter was like, these new students are kind of problematic. People are thinking this, they have attitudes, da, da, da. And 6 months later, I asked her, I said, how are those new kids adjusting? Oh, they changed their style. They changed this. They made new friends. Da, 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 da. They adjusted to the environment and fit right on in. So sometimes it takes a little bit of adjustment to the environment to warm up to it in order to thrive in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to go and do your research, get comfortable, do your observing, adjust, style, fashion, attitude, walk, talk, all of the above. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to get out there and be observant and adjust. Some of y'all, that's very easy. You could do that in one sitting. Some of y'all is going to take some effort and work. What to do if a husband control how you dress? Dress under your dress. When he ain't with you, he can't control you. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Dress like an old frumpy woman when you with him. When you ain't with him, dress how you want. Okay. Dress to embarrass him. I don't know. Embarrass him and get you a moo and get outside the house with him, girl. Get you a moo and a turban when you go out with your husband. When you go out by yourself, get you your best looking outfit and wear what you want. If you got something to say, then you start charging up them expensive moo. Okay? Oh, I need a new moo. Let me go to Poochie. If you want to tell me how to dress, you finna pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't control nothing, ma'am. Go get you some expensive moo and turbans and wear that out when you with him. When you go out by yourself, do what you want. He can't tell you what to do if he ain't with you. Leave in your moo go somewhere, change, come back in your moo. You can wear a moo off a real lot of clothes. Like you was in junior high. Remember when your mama told you can't wear that skirt? You put it up under a longer skirt and then snatch that skirt right off. Okay, that's what y'all gonna have to start doing if y'all dealing with these insecure men. Now, if you're trying to dress ratchet, I understand. I wouldn't want you dressing ratchet either. You might ruin his reputation. Okay. Girl, let me show you a good moo that you can go get right now. It's $400. Tell them to buy you this. This is nice. Put a belt on it. Okay, it's gonna cost them about 400. Pull up expensive stuff that looks like grandma, and say, "You sure you want me to adjust my style? Because this is what I want." This one right here, ma'am. This is the moo you need right here. Hey, put this on. You know why? Because look how much it costs. You want him to start paying for your moo-moos? Pick out some expensive ones. Ooh, this one is nice right here. You gotta wear moo-moos, you may as well better wear the best, baby. Mm-hmm. Belt that moo real quick, snatch that turban off, and you be free. Get you a Velcro slit, and you're done. Like, you dress modestly. He doesn't like my bum showing. Like tucked in, like your shirt tucked in, or tell him this. Did he meet you with your bum showing? Was he embarrassed of your booty? Is it in shape? Like what's the problem? Like sometimes y'all be leaving out information and I don't know. Like I can't tell. Are you in perfect shape? Is your booty too big? Is it too small? Is it flat? Is it a pancake? I don't know. You need to tell me the truth and give me more details because I don't know why this man don't want your booty showing. Is it too nice or is it not nice at all? Some people embarrassed of your booty and you don't realize it and they're just trying to make you feel good about it. So is it a good booty or a bad booty? What's your booty looking like? Is it jiggling? Is it in shape? What's happening? You said pants are too sexual in some cultures. Oh. Mm. Well, if that's the case, you better get you a moo or wear a dress. He better be glad you ain't got them scrunch booty leggings that they be wearing at the gym to separate each butt cheek. Y'all only see them at Planet Fitness though. Men's minds are too sexual. That's true. How to manage relationships when you are active on social media because they behave differently after seeing on social media and ignore. Do you get paid to be on social media? Are they gonna pay you more to get off social media? That's my question. Are you trying to build your social media to get money? Can they compensate you for the money that you would be earning on social media if they don't want you on there? That's the question. Can you have an alias social media that you show them and don't show them your real one? He said it's all control what they do. Yeah, if you're going to be dealing with some type of man, you know they're going to want some type of control. So give them some fake control. Do you understand? If y'all, I don't know, I don't remember the video's name, but I was telling y'all how to give men fake control or fake whatever. Okay, you give them something to control that's not even real, they'll be happy with that. Okay. All right. So, ma'am, if you want to wear pants and you got a nice booty, start off with the most ratchetest pants you could start off with and compromise down to what you actually want to wear. Okay. So get you them separated scrunch booty leggings that make two butt cheeks and put them on. And then compromise down to the pants you actually want to wear. Okay. Make a deal. Everything is a negotiation. Make sure you're winning. I didn't say to wear them because they're stylish. I said to wear them to win the control. Compromise down to the pants you actually want to wear. Mm-hmm. So if you just want to wear slacks that show you a little roundness and they're slacks, but it shows a little, curve, then start off with booty scrunch pants. Then compromise down to the slacks. Okay? That's how you do it. Show him how bad it could be. Let him think he got some fake control. And then compromise down to the pants. Mm-hmm. My hairs are so healthy. Any tips? Yes, get a wig. That's my use heat protectant on your wigs or your real hair. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 22 years old, a wealthy narcissist man, 60 years old, wants to marry you. I want to him buy me house, but when he give me money, he asks a lot like, what is the purpose? How to then lie, not learn how to lie, ma'am. You need to learn how to lie. Get good at it so you can get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Lie. Give him something that think is true that's not, and just collect the money. Shearer is a marriage expert. I'm not dating expert. Girl, just get his money, girl. Lie to get what you need. Okay, because all these men are going to lie just for you to leave them alone, just for you to shut up, just for you to not question that. They're going to lie to you too. So you might as well lie to benefit yourself. Okay? Especially when you're in a relationship. Especially when you got an old 60-something-year-old man trying to ask 20 questions. Okay? Just get his money and tell him what he needs to hear. Collect. Okay. You told him, I'm moving out of my boyfriend's. He keeps asking me questions. That's because you keep telling him stuff he don't need to know. You didn't lie enough. That's why he got all of these questions. He's trying to get information to use against you. You need to give him fake information so he can't use nothing against you later. Haven't y'all learned anything from watching my channel? Everything that come out your mouth to him needs to be lies. Especially when he's asking that many questions. What do you think he's gathering information for? Girl, you need to be lying left and right. Okay. Why do you think this man is gathering information? You think it's for your own good? You think it's to give you more? It's to control you and use it against you later. So therefore, you are lying. Well, you need some better lies. You need some lies to stop him from asking questions. Every time you lie, you need to ask him for more money so he stop asking more questions. Okay? You need to be like, oh, well, I'm doing this, which reminds me, I need some more money. Oh, I'm doing this, which reminds me, I helped Aunt Ethel last week and now I need more money. Every time he asks you a question, it needs to equal more money. Then he will stop asking you all them dang questions. Every time you turn around and answer one of his dumb, stupid questions, it's going to result in you asking for more money. So he's going to, every time I ask her a question, she asks me for money. I better shut up. Exactly. Okay. So start to answer the question and then get distracted by the money you need from him. Change the subject back around for asking him for money every time you ask a dumb question. That way, in his brain, he's going to equate asking you a dumb, stupid question to him having to give you more money, and he's going to shut it up. Okay? You're welcome. Stop answering and start asking for money. Halfway answer the question very vaguely and then ask for the money. My disgust with most men comes out when I'm talking with my man. I need to plot outfits. Yes, ma'am. Because some of these men, when they open their mouth, it's a actual turn off. Sometimes you're being so infatuated with them and you think they're, so this and that. And then when they really start talking, you see how stupid and dumb they are or how dumb and ignorant they are. You literally need to put outfits together in your mind just to even stand them sometimes. Okay. And it's not that they're a bad person. It's just that they're not evolved mentally. It's not that they're a bad person. They could just be a simple form. It's not that they're a bad person at all. It's just that they're very simple. It's easier if you just put outfits together in your mind or plan your next vacation or whatever it is while they're just saying nothing. Mm-hmm. What? Your sugar daddy got bad breath all the time. What to do, girl? Get him some breath spray. Make him a little dental hygiene gift basket from, the Dollar Tree. Get him some toothpaste, some floss, some mouthwash, a tongue scraper. Okay. Some stick it that make a little basket, ma'am. Put a card in it from a dental office. And say, oh, guess what? I made you a nice gift basket, a hygiene gift basket. I make these for everyone I care about because I'm so adamant about oral health care. I made one for my mom. Make a list so he don't think he's been singled out. I made one for my mom, my brother, my coworker, my bestie, and then I was like, oh, I should make one for him too. So here you go. Take care of your teeth. Stank breath. And I put the cart to local dentists in there. Put a couple of them in there, so his insurance might kick in on one of them at least. That's just something that I've been doing ever since I was fascinated with almost becoming a dentist. Lie, make it up. We don't care as long as he get them teeth fixed and cleaned. Okay. Oh, what's the story behind that? Oh, I used to want to be a dentist when I was younger. And, since I couldn't fulfill that lifelong goal dream, I just became the oral care fairy. Every year I do this for those that I really care for. See how good of a liar you can become and get your point across? That's what you do. That way he don't take it personally. Like, oh my gosh, you just gave me a dental basket because my breath stank. You got to make up a whole little lie, a whole little story with some lore and some background information. That's how you lie. Okay. I'm trying to teach y'all how to lie so it can sound true. Y'all would just be coming up with stupid stuff at the last minute. Y'all have to have a lore, a backstory, a time frame, a memory, a daydream sequence, That's how you're supposed to lie. You're not supposed to be lying off the top of your head. You're supposed to be lying with lore. You're supposed to be a writer, an author, a storyteller, a glimpse into your past. You understand? Now y'all know how to lie, right? Start doing it. Make up some lore, make up some lies, and remember the lores and lies. If you have a bad memory, write that down and tell it to everybody so you don't mix it up. You're 35, he's 47. I got him to buy me a gaming chair for my biz. How do I up it to pay bills? Okay, he's 47. He bought you a chair. How much was the chair cost? I don't know how much he has. He works 12-hour shifts, but I don't know if he makes six figures. It's been 9 weeks of dating. Okay. This man works 12 hours a day at 47. What kind of career requires a man to work 12 hours a day? A hardworking career or a white collar career? Is this a blue collar career or a white collar career? Okay. This man bought you a gaming chair for your business. He's 47 and still working 12 hours a day. Is he working for himself? Is he working for another person? Does he clock in or is he on salary? We need to know the details, darling, because I can't tell you how much I think this man earns at this old age and whether he has another stream of income or if he works for himself or he's clocking in and working by the hour. He make like $20 an hour. Okay, let's add this up. Where my calculator? Where are you? I know you just want me to bust out the calculator. That's the only reason you asked me about some numbers. All right, $20 times 12. That's 200. Well, let me make sure that. Well, $240 a day. If he works 5 days a week, he only makes $1,200 a week. Times what? How many weeks are in a month? About 5 times 5. He makes $6,000 a month. Okay, times 52. No, times 12. He makes $72,000 a year. Does he go for overtime sometimes? Is he in overtime? It's 12 hours a day. Is he getting paid a little bit at a time and then getting overtime after 8 hours? We don't know. It could be less than this. You said he makes $20 an hour and he works 12 hours a day. 4 weeks in a month? Oh, dang, it's even less. Hold on. Shoot. $20 times 12 hours. All right. Okay. $240 a day. Times 5 equals. And times 4 equals $4,800 a month. Okay, times 12. $57,060. I mean, $600 a year. That's how much you make, baby. Okay. So I don't know if he makes enough for you. That's not 6 figures. That's 5 figures. Okay. Bust the calculator out. Get the calculator. So you know that ain't the one. Sprinkle. You said, and that's pre-tax. Oh my God, that's pre-tax too, girl. Okay, so now you understand? All right. Take the chair and move along. Sprinkle. Free food Freddy right there. That's all he can afford. Free food Freddy and a gift every now and then. The gaming chair was $250. Girl, that's more than a day's work. That's more than a day's work, baby. You worked a day plus $10 on it for your chair. Took him a whole 12-hour shift to get money for that chair, plus $10 more. So you decide if that's worth it. You said he makes $62,000 annually before taxes. Okay. Is that enough for you? Are you just dating this man or are you trying to marry him? It just depends. I guess that also, what state do you live in? Because state matters. The cost of living matters. Okay. See, every time I bust out the calculator, you see Medea from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Well, I bought this calculator just for that reason, so y'all can be entertained with some ASMR, but also to show you reality. Okay? The numbers. What part of find a man with money don't you understand? Exactly, girl. That's free food Freddy right there. And he might gift you every now and then if he likes you. But that's literally all he can afford. Remember, this man is probably not living on an expensive budget either. Okay, does he live in an apartment? Is it a 1-bedroom? You know, does he have a car note? Does he have the cheap insurance or the good insurance? You know, and he's 47, he's almost 50. So he might be making enough money for himself to thrive. But when you add yourself to it and possibly a family in the future, it's not going to work out. It's not going to be enough money. What if you're disgusted by your provider husband and don't want to sleep with him? Then get you a nice onesie. Okay? Just one of them zip up onesies. Get in the bed and tell him you got diarrhea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay, put what are these on, man? Get you one of these. You see that? The pajama ones. They come in all colors. Get you one, zip up from the front. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Zip it up or go to bed. That's your onesie is your friend, man. Okay, he lives in 2-bedroom, no car note, but would he think he can date someone younger and not spend? Isn't that common sense? Okay, ma'am. This man is likely not career oriented at all. He didn't, when he started his career, he did not think about being someone's sugar daddy. I'm just gonna tell you the reality. A 47-year-old, it's fine. Your age only wants certain things. That's why he's dealing with you at your young age, because you only want Bath and Body Works, phone bill, and a gaming chair. You don't want property. You don't want an SUV. You don't want a house in the suburbs. That's why he's dealing with you. Do you understand? You don't want what women his age want. You don't even want what 35-year-olds want. That's why he's dealing with you. He already know he's going to have to come off of something. A gaming chair is fine. You're not asking for rent. You're not asking for a car. You're not asking for anything big, baby. So that's why he's dating you, because he can afford you. You see? He can't date women his own age, not even 10 years younger than him. He can't afford them. He is a waste of time unless you're just trying to get some free little gifts out of him every now and then. Okay? He's just one to put on the roster to get stuff out of. Okay? He can afford his life, but he can't afford yours. He can afford to gift you every now and then. He can afford to take you out to eat, but he can't afford nothing else past that. Okay? So you need to put him in the category that he belongs in. You don't need to be serious about a man that he can't do anything for you financially. Okay? He can take you to the mall. He can buy you a little gaming chair. He can take you out to eat. That's all he can do. That's about it. Understand this and stop ever see him as a future husband. Don't see him as anything more than a little gift here and there and some food. Okay? Don't be rolling around getting pregnant with him either. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle, because he can't afford no babies. Roll around in the man unprotected. You better have 3 forms of protection so you don't get pregnant by his, bad, income. No. All right. Don't seek marriage either because he can't afford that either. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you guys. I need to initiate the provider conversation. We only had 1 date. He's trying to push physically. Girl, 1 date and he's trying to roll around on the mattress. He sees you as a mattress roller. Nope. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Time to make him heavily invest. Sorry, talk about bills. All right. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, the same goals that women have in marriage, if you're in a long-term relationship that you're never going to get married in, because some people don't choose to get married, you do have the same goals too. Goals to get your money up and goals not to prioritize him as, the main character in your life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Girl, what? Men get obsessed with you without rolling around. Good for you. Yes. If a man is pushing to be physical with you on the first date, like rolling around on the mattress, he don't respect you and he don't like you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He just sees you as a mattress roller to roll you in and roll you right out. When you come across men who are trying to do this on the very first date, he don't like you. He don't want to see you no more. He want to get you in and get you out. I missed your super chat. Hold on. Can we tell them another man is being more generous to get jealous? No. This guy is pushing physical but has money. I have another lined up for it. Don't tell him nothing. Just tell him, you know what? I think we need to get to know each other a little bit more. And if you want to see me again, definitely, I would definitely be interested in that. Dismiss his want to roll around with you and correct him, because some of these men, especially if you meet them online, they think you're a mattress roller. Okay. They think that you're an escort or you're a mattress roller when you meet them online. They think you're looking for the same thing they're looking for. So you need to politely correct them if you want to keep them on the roster. If you don't, dismiss them. Say, you know what? I don't think this is working out. I don't think we're on the same page. Okay. If you want to keep them around for free food or free gifts every now and then tell him, you know what? Let's get to know each other a little bit more. I'm really fascinated by you. Lie. He will take you out of the category of mattress roller, and he may or may not call you back if that's only what he was looking for. Sometimes y'all don't realize when y'all meet a man and they take you on a date, they don't like you. They just want to roll on the mattress with you, and they feel like they got to feed you first. Okay. So it's no use of putting any more effort or any more conversation into a man that only viewed you as a mattress roller. That's what they saw you as. That's what they clocked you as, or so they thought. And that's all they're going to see you as. If you don't comply to them and let them know that y'all are not on the same page, either they'll correct themselves, apologize, or they'll ghost and disappear and find the next mattress roller type chick. Okay? That's all. You said, what if he wanted to kiss on second date? Is it same as mattress roller? No. Most men want some type of physical affection out of the date. So you need to set the standards in the beginning, pre-date. Talking about, I don't really kiss on dates unless I really get to know a man. I prefer a man that asks for consent. If I think we have enough in common and it's going somewhere and I'm impressed enough, then I might indulge in some of that. So that means he's going to be on his best behavior on the date, trying to impress you, doing the most if he wants some type of kiss. And chances are he's not going to get it anyway. So you just set up the standards in the beginning. How to maximize gifts and money from a birthday. Get you a wish list and start sending it out now. Make you a wish list with links and start sending it out now. Don't send it to the last minute, because men are slow procrastinators. They don't know where to go. But if you give them options to click on, they're more likely to do it ahead of time. Okay? Or at least know what you want. Send them links. Or send everybody links. You're trying to get it from everybody. Send them all the same thing, or send one according to what they can afford. Have different wish lists. One for the rich, one for the average. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Cecile. Appreciate you. Or she's click. I don't know. I can't pronounce that girl. Hey. Older man trying to kiss me after dinner. Ooh, with something in his teeth. Ew. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to tell people you're a germaphobe if you don't like kissing. Tell them you're working on it, though. You're working on it. My daughter used to lie to people and tell them that they were germaphobes, so she wouldn't have to touch their hands or talk to them up close. She would. Mm-mm. What are my thoughts on women cheating on their boyfriends? The same as my thoughts on those boyfriends cheating on their girlfriends. It's going to happen. People going to do what they want. That's my thoughts. People are going to do what they want. That's my thoughts. Right. Remember, nobody owns anybody. Everybody got free will. Is it bad to take money from men my own age? No, not if they're willing to give it to you. It ain't bad. It's bad to think that they can afford you and everything you want in 5 years from now when you know they can't. That's bad when you start to forget about those types of things. So it's fine to take money from a man if he's trying to give it to you now, because obviously he wants up now or he's just in the moment. Fine, whatever. But don't look at him as long term, because in 5 years from now, can he afford what you want? In 5 years from now, are you going to want to get married, settle down, and have a nice house, get a ring, do all of that? Do you think he's going to be able to afford that in 5 years from now? Can he afford what you want right now, and then focus on the now? Don't get super attached if you know he can't afford what you need in 5 years from now. In fact, you might be there 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help y'all out. Don't put men in the category where they can't afford to be. They will thank you later. Most men don't want to get married to y'all anyway. They just want to date y'all temporarily, okay? Because they know they can't afford you in 5 years from now. They know they can't afford you in 5 years from now. So don't even get attached, okay? Don't even be doing the most. Just let him buy you little gifts, keep him on your roster, and have fun, because he can't afford you in 5 years from now when you're ready to level up, marry, start family, da, da, da. They're not going to be able to afford it. So don't even get your hopes up. Date them for fun. Keep your roster open for those who can't afford you and what you want. and will be able to have what you need in 5 years and in right now. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to do when your husband reduces your allowance and spending for 1 month? You should have been had a business by now, ma'am. You should have been making money in your sleep by now if you get an allowance from your husband. Okay? You should have been buying gift cards at the grocery store with the credit card. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You should have been stashing your money in a separate account. Okay, you need to make up emergencies and get some extra money and stash that stuff. Thank you, up close. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to start lying and getting your money up separately. Okay? Whatever that takes, do it. Come up with something out of the box. On Ethel, doctor's appointment, dentist, tires, kids, whatever. Make sure he ups it and stack, save. And he gives you the credit card to go to the grocery store. Buy the groceries, then buy you some gift cards. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if, I just told you what to do. Weren't you listening? I would reduce your allowance too. If you don't listen. Just told you what to do. All right. Should you put up with verbal abuse for money? Only if he can put up with verbal abuse and give you money. Because I talk back, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you talk back? Or maybe you should start, girl. Because yours might be better than his. I'm just not learning at 27. You're just now learning at 27. You need tips on speaking persuasively to men. He only buys what I need and not everything I want. Then lie. You need to lie. You need to buy. You need to lie about what you need and double it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you ain't learning. You ain't learning how to lie. You ain't. This one lady was talking about she made up a whole fake auto invoice. She got on her computer and started typing and made away. What you doing? Sitting up there telling the truth? Girl, you need to be lying. Whatever bills you have, whatever the things you need, double it and make it believable so he can give it up. Some of y'all are too honest. That's why y'all can't get nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to start lying. Coming up with fake stories, scenarios, on Ethel, fake invoices. Come on. What's your view on a woman going into business with a male associate who is married? Okay. It's called a business relationship, not a real relationship. You ain't rolling around on a mattress with him. Put your half of the business in a trust. How to disappear nicely. He already ordered the gaming chair. I'm 35. He's 47. He probably can't afford me, want more than a chair. You need to be dating somebody 57 and 60. You 35, girl. Why you want a gaming chair? You need to be go shopping for some, Okay. Go date a 57-year-old. You dating too young, obviously. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are you doing? Girl, go get you a 50-something-year-old man. That man can't afford you. I thought you was 25 asking for gaming chairs. You need to go find a 50-year-old, 50 and up, 55 and up, ma'am. You're 35, you need to be dating a 55. 20 years age gap. He can pay all your bills, buy you a chair, and take you on vacation and more. Okay. And this time aim for somebody that makes more money. All right. Do better. Ask him for a lot of money and he'll let you go. Mention something that costs a lot of money, he'll let you go, okay? Ask him to pay all your bills and see what he do. He's going to drop you. That's how you let him go. By letting him feel like he can't afford you. Okay? You said you just looked up what gaming cheer was. You're so silly. Girl, at your age, you need a massage chair. Shoot. No gaming chair. You better get you one of them automatic massaging chairs. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. How can I level up myself to make money by other people doing the work rather than me? Okay, Anna B, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to learn how to be persuasive. And you got to learn how to lie really good. And you got to learn how to make people do what you want them to do. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to find someone that wants to impress you. You got to find a way to make money first. Okay. You got to find somebody that got some money to give you. So you need to get yourself in the mirror, level up as much as you can, as fast as you can. Get to the rich side of town, find some old man that thinks you're the best thing ever, and get his pockets. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Told him re-entry fee. He said, see you. I was just being nice. Well, you right, Shira. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Re-entry fee, ma'am. Don't bend. Otherwise, it doesn't even make sense to send it. If you don't talk to him no more unless he sends it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he keeps texting, send him an unblock fee and then block him. What makes men say women is a liability? Brokeness. Empty pockets, dustiness. That's what makes them say that, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So now you know. When is Earl coming to visit us? Girl, I don't know. Earl is on hiatus. He ain't coming back no time soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe in the fall. Yeah. So yeah, when a man says a woman's a liability, you talking some dust over there. You might as well get up and leave. Okay. Hi, Shira. 5 freestyle tips to find providers. I don't do numbers, lady. I don't know. 5 feet down. Why are y'all asking in numbers? Thank you for the donation, but don't ask me to do 5 things for $1.99. No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me tell you something. Go to the rich side of town and look good. And make it as often as possible. Become a regular somewhere. Okay? Rich men ain't desperate. So they got to see you a couple times. Some of y'all are really bold. Name 10 things, 5 things. Girl. What are you doing? Writing a book? Okay, but thank you. I appreciate it. But don't ask me to name a couple of numbers of stuff. That's kind of weird. You said bots. Yeah, you sounded like AI and a bot over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, just listen long enough, you're going to get 5 tips. That's right. Age will likely pay all your bills. Depends on how many bills you got, how many bills you going to fake. Sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, whatever your bills are, you need to double them. And then you need to find someone who can pay the double amount of your bills. Okay? Who is Earl? A character that I made up. a dusty character that I made up and played. You did the what? You forgot your lunch at home to see if he would buy me lunch and he ignored my text. Okay, he don't like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now you know, girl. You don't like you, girl. Next. You say your bills are 4K, you need somebody that can give you 8K. That's right. So now you know how to aim high, aim higher. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So thank you. You gotta make sure you're aiming high if you're trying to get a lot of money. Remember, you deserve it. And you can get it, especially if they're old and got money and you're on the rich side of town. They got it. What should I do? You find a rich man he married, but is talking already nasty. Okay, start sending them all your bills. Start sending them Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Talking about I need some help with these bills. Change the subject. Get just as vulgar with asking for him to invest long term in you. Tell him, I've been wanting to pay off my car so I get the title. Tell him how you're trying to get debt free. Talk nasty to him too. Well, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm trying to get debt free. I'm trying to pay this car note off. Lie. Even if you ain't got no car note. Even if you ain't got no debt. Lie to him. Start talking dirty to him too about some money. Okay. Tell him you a couple of months behind on all your bills so you can get triple or double. Start seeing what he want to do on paper. You said apartment in Heights, River Oaks, or Katy. For me, if I was young, girl, I'm going to River Oaks. If I was young with no kids, go to River Oaks. The Heights is for young people who think that they're like somebody, but they still, trying to climb that financial ladder. River Oaks, they already got it. Katy is more for families. Okay, I go straight to the River Oaks to the old money. You right there. You can get to all the sides of town. You can get to downtown. You can get to Galleria. You can get to Uptown, and you can get to Heights. Quick from there. So River Oaks, wherever you live in River Oaks, make sure it's a nice apartment. You'll be surrounded by all them rich old people, old money people. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? River Oaks is one of the most richest neighborhoods in Houston. So make sure if you got to move somewhere, go move over there. You'll constantly be surrounded by money during the daytime. Get out during the day. Okay. Because a lot of people will go out there on the weekend because they have nice restaurants. A lot of people will go over there after work. Well, you need to get over there during the day. You're 28. Should you get 50? Depends on what you want financially, ma'am. Make sure they're 50 and rich. 50 with money. You like going to the golf course? Yes. Ladies, if you can't get to the golf course, you can get to the golf superstore. Some of y'all can't get to the golf course, can't get into the golf course, don't have a membership, don't want to pay. So get to the rich side of town and get to the golf superstore. Close enough. Walk around, have your little golf skirt on, you can push your little cart, or you can walk around with a little basket. Go to the golf club section, the simulated golf area. Make sure you have your perfume on, your little potion number 7. Ask dumb questions, smile, make a little eye contact, see what cars are in the parking lot first before you get up in there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why are these men so argumentative? Because they're your competition as a woman. Okay? Just start calling them sis during the arguments. Okay, tell them go off, sis. Real men don't argue with women. Okay? They trying to go back and forth. They're in competition because they can't compete with men. Do you understand? They're trying to humble you because they're already humbled. Now, real men don't argue with women. They just hear what you say. Either they go fix the problem or they walk away and let you realize that they're not going to argue with you. Do you understand? I'm not trying to argue with no man either. Just give me what I asked for. If you can't, somebody else will, period. And real men know that. Real men know. If they can't do it for you, if they're not off trying to solve the problem, then you going to go solve the problem. You know what I mean? The real men already know. They either got to get to work or let somebody else do the job. Because they can't do it. Sure, you'll never believe this. You're listening to you and walking, and a whole school of girls are singing Human Nature by MJ out loud. Oh, that's so sweet. Girl, I wish I was in that school. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, did you video it? Did you record it? For being less available, I find it hard to hold back. I also would, if you scared he won't know your fee for a date. Okay, free for a date. Okay. You can't lose something you don't have. Okay. If you're less available and he likes you, he's going to try his hardest to plan a date with you. He's going to be on that phone. He's going to be texting you. He's going to be asking you. He's going to be pursuing and chasing you if he likes you. Okay? He's going to put in effort and work towards getting you to go on a date with him. If he doesn't like you, you won't hear from him. You'll have to chase him. Do you understand? So you're not losing anything if they're not chasing you. If they're not the pursuer, you're not losing a thing at all. You're just losing a headache and a waste of time. Okay? You never pursue men. They're supposed to pursue you. They don't like you if they're not chasing you. Do you understand? And we'll catch you, and they catch them bills too, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Advice for teens, please. Okay. Don't get pregnant. Have fun. Because when you're 25, it's time to date for lifestyle and money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my advice for teenagers. Don't reach in your purse. Don't get pregnant. Have your fun. Check off all your bucket lists before you get 25. Then get you a man that has money and can afford you at 25 years old. And the future family y'all gonna have. And the lifestyle that you want. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. I told him my problem. He only gave me solutions. So how to fix the problem? Okay, tell him you'll figure it out. Go ask another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When men only give you solutions, they don't have no money to give you, baby, because they should be the solution. Or you can say, okay, I'll ask my dad's friend about that. Or, okay, I'll ask my uncle's friend about that. He knows a lot about that. That means you don't know nothing about nothing. You can't solve the problem. Maybe my uncle friend can. My brother's friend, my uncle's friend, a friend of the family that happens to be male. Somebody that can actually do the work and solve the problem. You know what I mean? Or you could say, I wonder if you can hire someone to do that. How much does that cost? Start bringing up the money about it. Okay. Or starting, well, you know what? Let me go ask my uncle's friend. He knows a lot about that. He owns business doing A, B, C, and D. Start adding other people in there as family friends that could possibly like you a little bit, you know, something that's not related closely to the family, but not related, but has money. See if you want to jump on and solve the problem himself. Okay. If you really want to get nasty, say my ex's dad owns a company that takes care of those types of problems, but I did not want to contact him. You really want to get dirty with it. When you only have someone that's offering solutions, offer distant competition that's semi-threatening. Okay. But act like that he was your first choice. But since he can't do anything about it, you got to go to someone you really don't want to go to. But since you have no choice now, he can't do nothing about it, which is literally going to emasculate him and bruise his ego. Then he's going to step up if he likes you. And he don't want you to talk to no other man with more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's demon time advice? It works. You said stay evil. It's not evil. It's smart. Okay. They be trying to triangle y'all all the time. They be triangulating y'all all the time. Y'all can triangulate them into giving you some money. 63, I'll help dear Shell appreciate it, I believe. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Triangulate them into getting some money. Sir, you said that you heard someone say that men like mean women. Is that true? Yes, it is. They sure do. They don't like them nice women. They only like nice women when it's time to roll around on the mattress, and then they nicely ask you to leave afterwards. And you're so stupid and nice, you get up and go. Nicely leave the mattress, please, as you nicely laid upon it for free. Goodbye. All right. That's what they be thinking. That's what they think of nice women. Doormats, mattress rollers, people pleasers. They nice to everybody. Get in and get out. See, a mean woman, it take a lot to get to a mean woman. A mean woman is going to take a lot to get her on a mattress. You understand? It's going to take a lot to please her. You're going to have to be a better man to please a mean woman. For a nice woman, she'll bend for anybody. She'll people please for anybody. She ain't got no backbone. She'll lay down on the ground and be a doormat to antibody. Don't nobody respect that. Don't nobody want it. And don't nobody want it raising their kids. So they don't like nice women except to roll around on the mattress on you with. Okay. They like mean women because mean women get stuff done, say what they said, and make them better men. Not by building them, but by directing them and what they should be doing. By motivating them to do better. Okay. Don't nobody want no pygmy person that's going to lay down, bend over, and roll on the mattress at will. Okay. That's why I like mean women, because it's hard to get to you. It's hard for other men to get to you because you're too mean. And they like when you're mean to them because it means that you like them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you're nice to somebody, you're trying to hurry up and get them out your face. Unless you're a pygmy. Okay. When you're too nice to people, it's a fake nice that you're trying to hurry up and get them to move along. When you're mean to somebody, that's showing concern, energy, and effort. And they like it. You understand? When you're too mean and you're hurting their ego and you're bruising their masculinity and hurting their ego, that's when they start getting upset. But when you're just mean all the time and it has nothing to do with them, they like it. Okay, when you're mean with them standards, you mean what you said, you want this, you want that. They like that type of mean. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Men like when you be mean to them. Why you think these dusties line up to get beat down? They come in here, they got a fetish. They come in here trying to talk trash just so somebody can be mean to them. They jump up to get beat down, darling. They quite enjoy it. They can't afford a dominatrix, so they come in here and say their little 2 cents, and they get they beaten and they get out of here. And them dominatrix prices is too expensive. Let me go find Shira Seven. She gonna put me in my place real quick. Let me say the dustiest thing I could say. Then they be paying to get beat down. Get your money up so you can afford a dominatrix, sir. You ain't got to come in here and get beat down. Unless you want to. I'll give you some words. You see what? Where can I get a provider, man? This city that you're in is full of dusties. In a richer city, on a rich side of town, find the owners. If you can't get to the rich side of town, go find the owners and the business owners and the high up earners in whatever city you're at. Go to where they work, baby. For a non-dusty man like yourself, we don't like mean women. You the dustiest one in here. You see how he set himself up? So I could say something evil to him by calling himself not dusty. He already knew he was going to get beat down. Your next book should be 10 Steps Dust Recovery Program for PTDS Anonymous. That's hilarious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. How to be mean. Is it being nice, nasty? It depends on, also a lot of it depends on what you look like as a woman. A man don't want nobody being mean to him. It's ugly too. Okay, you gotta pick which one. That's why a lot of people that are too nice, they need to get their looks together so they could be mean with ease. So if you look good, you could be as mean or nice, nasty as you want to be because they like it. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're ugly, you need to work on them looks so that you can be mean. Okay. Okay, you can't be mean looking like who did it and why, because that's just scary. Okay. Now, got to level up your looks in order to be mean successfully and for them to like it. How do I get him to invite me on trips? He is traveling where he's staying with others, so I can't. I don't know if he's doing that to not be around. Okay, maybe he's doing that because he broke. Or he don't want you coming because he's traveling for other reasons. Okay, don't you want to put 1 + 2 together, man? Where he traveling to? Okay, so what? You gotta get them looks up to be mean though. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got. So that man's probably traveling to find some passport booty. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Only Russian queen. Thank you, Shira. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How generous. How sweet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. Yeah, that man is traveling to find some mattress rolling. Okay. He not traveling to be with you. He traveling to be with other people or other men. You got to go do his dirty work outside, out of town, baby. Okay. Just so you know. You should have been mean a long time ago. You would have got a lot further. Okay. How do you put people in their place without feeling guilty afterwards? Get up off the floor and stop being a doormat and have some standards. And if people deserve to get put in a place, justified about it. That's how. Okay, stop being a pushover. If that man deserved to be told off, tell him off and be proud about it. Okay, why would you feel guilty about telling somebody the truth about themselves? That don't make no sense. You've been programmed to shut up and be nice. You only act like that when you want some money, and then you really tell them off later after you get in and done with them. All right, that's called acting. See, some people got to act the way you are naturally. Some people got to really try hard to act nice, not talk. Some people got to hold their mouth. Some people got the anime fist. Y'all know, y'all watch anime when they get mad, they be like, people got the anime fist under the table shaking, talking about fool here, you know? And some people feel guilty for voicing their own opinions and putting someone in their place where they're justly deserved to be put. So, which one are you? You need to also not feel guilty for telling someone about themselves, to be told about themselves. Do you understand? Because if you don't, they might like it, girl. You might get some out of it. I remember the first time I told somebody off and they got on and I got more out of it. I started cussing them out all the time. Shoot. Every day. What the heck? I said, I just started telling people what to do and they started liking it and sending me money. Like, what? You like this news? What else can I tell you? I would be at one point, I would be telling people, look, if you don't put $500 in this Cash App right now, and they would do it too. It's like, dang, shoot, what else can I get away with? And then, but they would want me to tell them something bad about themselves. So I did it. Yeah, I went off with my money. Called them stupid, dumb, ugly. How do I hurt a man's feelings? He always body shames me. Tell him body shame his mama. Is that what your daddy used to tell your mama? Sounds like you learned that from somewhere. Bring his mama into it. Because when he talks about you, he's talking about his mother and all women. Okay? So bring his mama up in there. It's like, this is learned behavior. I know I had a friend where his dad used to constantly belittle his mother, and that's where he learned it from. But, that doesn't really hurt my feelings because I'm comfortable with my own body, and I pull any man that makes money than you with this body. So, is this something that you had to grow up listening to from your father to your mother? And how did your mother react to this? Really? Well, kudos for her. Tell him you can go get another man with the same body you got, baby, with more money. You understand? You can't body shame somebody that's not ashamed of their body. Period. You ain't ashamed of your body. Start walking around naked. If you can. If don't nobody else live there, start walking around naked. How can you be ashamed of something that you freely showing? If y'all live together, start walking around naked. How can he shame something that's proud? That's how you get over it, man. Just walk around naked. Be like Lizzo up in there. You know, Lizzo walking around her house naked. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shout out to Lizzo. There's a man crying in the chat. It's good. You want him to move you, he wants to move you in. You don't want to move in. Start making fake plans. Future fake them. Get all say, oh, well, this is my list of stuff that I need before I can move in, and make sure it costs lots of money. And then at the last minute, poor Aunt Ethel, she's gonna come and ruin it all. Okay. First of all, I need 6 months worth of savings in case I want to move out. I'm gonna want to redecorate for sure. Okay, start listing a bunch of stuff. Then when it's right before it's time for you to move on in, guess what? Aunt Ethel gonna have to come with you, or you gonna have to stay in your own place because it's very near where she lives, and you got to go back and forth, take care of her every day. You're gonna have to come with you because it's too much on gas money. Unless he's gonna buy you a new car. You see, it's a win-win. Gotta make it expensive, and then Aunt Ethel gonna have to come ruin it all. Then he's gonna get mad, and you're gonna like, I don't know if I want to live with you with that temper. Stay where you at. And tell him you're looking for someone to care for Aunt Ethel so you can move in soon. Does he have some money for some elderly daily care? Help. I think I'm nasty and not mean. I need to know where to draw the line between the two. Okay. You need to be mean. Okay. Provider, 20-year marriage. You need to be, okay, at 20 years, girl, you can't be nice to him after 20 years. After 20 years, he already know what you're thinking. But if you're just evil and mean after 20 years, you probably don't like him no more. So you just need to, at that point, you just need to be quiet and just collect your money. Because nothing to say to him is going to be nice if you don't, if after all that time you evil to him. Okay. You need to learn how to fake niceness and get money. All right. Because you're not going to be able to do that. So you need to fake niceness to get his money. You draw the line with hurting his ego. You only bruise it a little bit in a nice, nasty way. Like you mention something that he's going to have to do in order to save his own ego. Okay, that's how you do that. So for example, if you want him to give you some money and he says, no, I'm not giving you no money. Don't get mad. Don't blow up. It's like, you know what? I really didn't want to ask you in the first place because I kind of knew you probably didn't have it. So, but I just thought I'd ask just in case. But, you know, I should have went with my first mind, which means you is broke. I should have asked you anyway, but I was trying to save your little masculinity. So don't worry, I'll figure it out. I always do. That means he's inadequate. He can't do nothing. And you're not impressed by his masculinity. In order to save him from feeling like he ain't nothing, he's going to step in and say, well, how much do you need? And what can I do? You see, you didn't belittle him. You just bruised his ego enough for him to save it. Okay? That's how you do that. You bruise his ego enough to get him to think that there's still hope for you to respect him and see him in a certain way so he can come back from it. But if you say something real bad that he can't come back from, he's not even going to try to come back from it. He's just going to be mad and resentful. So you need to give him a way to make up from him not being able to fulfill the need. It needs to be something he can do. You know what I'm saying? To save himself in your eyes. Not supposed to be so evil and cuss him out when you ain't doing nothing right. Give him a chance. Give him a way. Give him a pathway. It's up to him to do it or not, to save himself in your eyes. Okay. Do you think marriage is important? I really have no interest in it. It's not important If you don't think it's important or beneficial to you financially, it's definitely not important if it ain't financially important to you. Some women don't need marriage. They already got money. Sprinkle. That's hilariously diabolical. But that's how men think. You gotta let them try to fix their ego or come back from that ego bruise. Because they're ego oriented, not emotionally oriented. They're ego driven, not emotionally driven. Okay. They'll only become emotional if you bruise that ego. They want to save that ego, they'll save it by doing what you need them to do. What to say to women in 26-year marriages who became the builders of everything and the doormats for everyone? 26 years of marriage. Ask her this. Say, how does it feel to be unappreciated and have done everything for everyone and have nothing to show for it? How's it feel? Ask her if she wished that she would have done something different and see what she say. Because a lot of times those women, if you ask them if they wish they had done something different, they will tell you yes, they wish they would have. But see, they were so desperate to keep a man, because that's what they've been brainwashed to do, keep a man. They were so desperate to keep some type of piece of man that they became the man to keep their man because they took the man control. They became the man to keep their man. That's how bad they wanted a man. They became one to keep him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're what? Yours is a doctor working long shift. He prefers to text me. I'm conflicted on what you have said on texting. Even if he initiates, should I text back or should I be expecting calls and meetups? Okay. What kind of doctor is he? Does he work in a hospital? Is he a resident? Does he make money? Is he in debt? Is he going to spend money? Can you send him a wish list, a Cash App, a Venmo? Okay. That's my question. Where the money? You know that's going to be my first and only question. Anesthesiologist? Okay. Wish list time. Send him a wish list. He got a phone. He know how to send stuff. He knows how to take screenshots of the receipt and tell you stuff is on the way. Okay. Does he have DoorDash, Uber Eats? He can send you flowers through his phone. If he wanted to put in effort, he would. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. When I'm out and about doing errands during the day and I want to send my daughter lunch or money through Cash App to buy her something to eat, I can do that. And I'm a mother. If he wants to put in effort, he can. You just need to give him ways to do it. Okay. He could date you while working. He could be sending you flowers by Uber Eats or DoorDash while he's at work. He could be sending you dinner and lunch as well. He could be Cash Apping you too. Okay, that's what all these apps are for. He could be free food Freddy from work. At least, come on. Just because he's a doctor don't mean he's exempt from what free food Freddy ain't even exempt from. You text because he texted me Mother's Day. I ended it because I asked him to buy VS. We haven't talked in months. Going to send reentry once he responds. Okay, he don't really like you that much. He was just trying to see if you were still interested in him. If you only wanted him to buy you Victoria's Secret and he said no, do you think that man likes you? Because let me tell you something. A lot of times they like what you look like. But if you're coming back asking for the same thing, they're going to dismiss you again because that's what they didn't like about you. The fact that you wanted them to be a provider and they just didn't want to be a provider. They think you're free. You see? It's a good thing that you sent the reentry fee. If they don't text you anymore, leave them alone. Don't talk to them. Don't even fall for the Happy Mother's Day, Happy Birthday. Don't fall for the no holidays. Start to block them. And before you block him, if he doesn't send the reentry fee, send the unblock fee so you don't have to worry about getting no texts next holiday. Because he's not trying to spend, okay? He wouldn't have dismissed you if he was trying to spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Boop, boop, boop. I gotta go in like 10 minutes, y'all. Okay. What's VS? Victoria's Secrets? There was a time in a fight where he told me doing things for me, buying gifts, but it's not enough. It's so not enough. He doesn't get it. He finds that it okay. Well, you gotta explain it to him. You gotta tell this. Look, tell him like I said earlier in this video. The things that you think are a lot are literally the bare minimum. Tell him you are online every day shopping for yourself. You are online every day or out and about ordering food and going to nice restaurants. And so gifts and dinner are absolutely everyday norms for you. When he thinks he's doing the most, he's literally doing the norm, the bare minimum for you. Tell him men are supposed to impress women, not do the same things that she does for herself every single day. Explain that to him. You're most likely dating a man that can't afford you. Do you understand? He can't afford you. You need to aim higher. Tell him, you can't afford me. You just do the bare minimum that I do for myself every day and probably less than that. And then you need to let him go because he can't do it. You need to go find someone that he can impress with the bare minimum. You don't argue that a man should do more. He should want more. Okay? You leave him alone. He can't afford you. Okay? Next. If he got money, he don't like you if he not spending it. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? When you first knew him, he said, you mean he lied? And you believed him? Because I would have whipped my phone right now and said, well, you know what? Give me a signing bonus. He said he was going to give you a salary for being his girlfriend. What I would have whipped out my Cash App right then and there and say, well, send me a startup bonus. Invest. Why do y'all believe lies? Only believe actions. You should have had 2 or 3 of them, and I already told you that earlier. All right. 2 or 3. Then you won't be asking about this man through a 3-hour live if you had 3. Okay, you already been on a date by now with another. Mm-hmm. How many times I got to tell y'all to have more than one? How many times during one live? That's y'all's fault for not listening. I said have more than one. Why do men don't feel empathy after hurting someone? I hate these creatures because they don't care about you. They're ego driven and they care about themselves, and you should learn from them and be more like them. Stop caring more than they care about you. You like them more than they like you. They don't like you at all. They don't like you. They lie to you. They want what they want, and you still asking questions about them. Just get their money and move on. You see, they depend on you being dumb, stupid, desperate, over emotional, not in control of your own emotion. They depend on that crap. So they can have you in here sniveling, asking questions about them for 3 hours, and they done nothing for you. And you ask me, how do you make a man obsessed over you? You got to treat them like they treat you. And you got to be self-obsessed with yourself, okay? Because you sitting over here obsessed over this fool who's done nothing for you. Meanwhile, he's thinking about you. Frank. Become self-centered, stop caring, and do the bare minimum. And he too will be obsessed over you. Do you understand? You see how you're acting in his comments? Like a pygmy? Okay. Now, if you flip the script, do the bare minimum for him, make him do the most for you, stay unbothered by him, make sure you do the extra ones, you'll be just fine. Okay. Have more than one and stay unbothered. Get what you want out of them. Become obsessed with yourself. Make sure it's beneficial to even be with him. That's literally it. Do less. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Usually, how do you manipulate men so that they get lifelong trauma? Why do you want them to have lifelong trauma? Do you think they care enough to be traumatized? That's my question. Do you think a man cares enough about you to be traumatized by you? I'll tell you how. You want a man to be lifelong traumatized? Get pregnant and tell him it's his and it ain't. If you make one, get him to sign a prenup with a fidelity clause. So if he cheats, he got to pay you money. So he'll be a paranoid of every woman. That's lifelong trauma right there. You're going to think everybody is trying to get him, get his pockets so you can get your, he's going to think every woman is a spy. Cheat on him before he cheats on you. That's how you give a man lifelong trauma. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you make more money than him and you've been spending his money the whole time, maybe yours. There you go. Especially if he was the type of man that was asking you for money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said be with his best friend. No, his daddy. All right. I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for everything. I appreciate you, girl. Now y'all know how to start trauma. Lifelong trauma. I don't recommend it, but if you must, you must. See you later. Bye.